And now, from Glasgow.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Good evening.
Get ready to the countdown.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Penny and Natasha show. It cannot be a Penny and Natasha show without Tasha. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
How are you? I'm very well. So today we are doing a brand new build, and we have someone who has jumped on and wants to do the build with us. We have Dale.
Hi.
Oh, I love those little fingers coming up from the bottom. Hi. So yeah, what have you been up to then, Tasha, since yesterday? Well, today, by the time we got off a stream last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, true. I had Gandalf in here with us.
You did. So, bit of a confession, guys. We've been chit-chatting on stream all day, just doing our own little thing, and it's been quite good fun, isn't it?
Waiting on carers and stuff.
Waiting on carers and waiting for Amazon guys that didn't give you long enough. Whoops, have I just opened a can of worms there?
No.
Right, chit-chat. Today we start these. Do you love my thumbnail for today? We worked really hard on that thumbnail, didn't we?
Yeah, it took us all day to do that.
It took us all of about 2 minutes to make that. MP Model Plastic says, hello, Pennies and Natasha. David Bassett says, good evening, Penny and all in chat. Athol says, evening, Penny, Tasha and Manuel. Hi, David Bassett and Dale McSee. And that is the chit-chat caught up. So, I'm going to promote you, Tasha, today to someone who knows what they're talking about.
You're really sure about that?
Yeah. So, what are we up to today?
We're doing a Jeep.
We're doing a Jeep. Do you know what? Look,
we're down.
Guys, right? As you know, like she'll call a Mustang a plane. She'll call a tank, the Sherman Firefly a tank.
Yeah.
But look, she has actually called it a Jeep today. She has called it by what it's called. I'm the first one to do a boo-boo, aren't I?
Yeah.
Because there's the box. So I wanted to take everything off before we started. So I cut that off just to make it a bit easier to deal with. Forgetting.
Nothing like mine then.
Yeah, look. So I've got to keep this. So, Tasha, tell us all about this wonderful kit, this small but perfectly formed little Jeep. This little small but perfectly formed little Willy.
I'm saying no comment to that. So raspberries.
Raspberries, yeah.
I'm confused with it, if I'm honest.
Right, okay.
I just know it's a load of green and a load of black.
That's fine. So, obviously, we started off with what I thought was a very basic tank. Was slightly more advanced than I thought it was. Obviously, it's all part of the learning curve. And then we did a Mustang. So, obviously, we were looking for something that's just going to challenge Tasha a little bit more. Something that's going to take her up a little notch. And I think this is it. So, this is the first starter kit that I've ever seen where you get options. And already Tasha's a little bit confused. So we will keep it nice and slow. So we can do the Willys MB Jeep, which is version A, and that will give us, that's half of what it will give us. I've dropped the top bit. So if we build version A, it will give us this. If we build version B, it will give us this. So the route we've decided to go down is I'm actually building version B, Ash is building version A, the basic build is exactly the same for both. And then we'll both be building the howitzer, which is that. We'll both be building the trailer. Now, the trailer comes in two different options as well, just to confuse things even more. You can have a trailer that looks like that, or you can have those boxes together. Boxes, I know which word you're going for.
Shame we ain't got Gandalf in here. He'll start tweeting to you and answering
Yeah,
you.
he was tweeting to me this afternoon.
Yeah.
Right, shall we do an unboxing then?
Unboxing what? Oh, well.
Unboxing. Everyone loves an unboxing.
I've already done it.
Right, do you want to do the unboxing?
Me?
Yeah. So basically, take out the contents.
Yeah, I've got everything out.
It's a bit like catchphrase, say what you see.
Right, got some decals in the bag.
Right, okay, decals. Right,
No,
show us the decals then.
No, I ain't got the decals. Don't know where they are.
They'll
They're
probably be
hiding.
in with the instructions. Sorry guys, my focus is terrible. So we have a sheet of decals, which I'm going to assume is cartograph. We can find that out by looking at the box, which I will say is normally the first thing I look at with an unboxing. But Tasha likes to go straight in.
Straight in the deep end, mate.
I cannot see. I've got a slightly different box than Tasha, but I've still got the same product.
I ain't got no decals.
You must have some decals
I
somewhere.
haven't on.
Did you throw them across the room in excitement when you opened the box?
Yeah,
Mine
must
is
have done.
stuck right in the corner of the box.
Yeah. Check in the box again. I cannot see the word cartograph anywhere, but it's unusual for them to not use cartograph. So
Well, I ain't got no
it says
decals.
content may vary from those illustrated.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if you get Concord in your box.
That'll be fun then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be very good fun. So I can't tell you who makes the Hornby Hobbies, Model Design and Tooling 2011, Decal Schemes and Pack Design 2011, all rights reserved. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't know who's done the decals, but it would seem very odd if they didn't use cartograph, because they usually tend to be good decals, don't they? Right, so how did you know you had decals if you didn't see the decals?
I saw them and then they disappeared in there.
So are they inside the instructions?
Is that
No.
what you're looking for? Cartograph.
Yeah, I'm looking for the word cart. I've not got that on mine.
Yeah.
See, that was where I was looking. So maybe yours are cartograph and mine aren't. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Only the shadow knows.
Mhm.
And you're probably too young to know what I'm talking about there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm always young.
Right.
I'll find them eventually.
Okay. All right then. You'll
Yeah.
find them. So, guys, just to remind you, you are watching the extremely highly organised Penny and Natasha show
Oh, yeah.
with me, Penny, and this young lady, Tasha, with our guest, Dale. Oh, did I see someone just pop in the green room and then disappear?
I don't know.
I'm sure I just saw someone come in. Oh, well. They obviously didn't want to be on the show, because otherwise they wouldn't have left, would they?
Well, I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Right, okay, so while you organise your contents, there we go. I knew there was someone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got the fantastic Ron's Modelling.
Yes.
Are you in the middle of the sea there with the fog? And for change, you've got sound straight away, Ron.
Yes, I got it.
So how you been then, Ron?
Yeah, I've been all right, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I got some more of my Chevy Camaro done today with the assistance of Tasha.
Well, I'm carrying on with my the Chevy as such.
Yep. You are
sorry.
more than welcome, Ron, because we know you were just happy to get on with what you're doing, and then you jump in with a hint or tip every now and again,
Yeah.
which is all good. So I'm trying to get the Tasha to do the unboxing.
Yeah, but I'm not succeeding right now, am I?
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I would not expect it to be absolutely perfect the first time you
No,
ever did it.
I want my
Hi, Lord
details.
Peter. Joined by Lord
Right.
Peter.
I've just seen a comment come in. I'm going to have to catch up with the chat comment because I want to show off what I've done today. So, hello, good evening, Manuel. Hi, Penny. Hi, Ethel. Hi, Dale. No, Tasha. A Mustang is either a car or a wild, unbroken horse or an aeroplane.
It's a
No,
plane.
it's an aircraft as well.
Yes.
It's a plane.
GWR Buckley says, evening all. He also says, hiya, Penny. Hi, GWR. Hi, MP. B, everyone loves a machine gun. Yes. Yes. That's why I've gone for version B. Because everyone does love heavy weaponry. And then what you can do is you can pick the machine gun up, pop it under your armpit and go, I'll be back.
Yes.
Oh, apparently Ron's just joined us again.
No.
Okay, so who's that then with the...
I'm trying to get.
Oh, I think you've accidentally joined with a second camera.
Yeah.
Is that your hand going across the camera?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's fine. Because it was a very small view and I couldn't tell exactly what it was, and I was a little bit scared to bring it into the channel because I didn't know exactly what it was.
My camera up there to get the camera down. Yeah.
Right. So have you done the add cam thing?
No, I haven't had the ad cam yet. Give me a chance. What do you whiskers?
Sorry. Right. Teresa says hi, Tash, Penny, Dale. Teresa says hi all. Lord Peter Webster says hi, Penny, Tash, and Ron. Got Fuel says hi all. So big shout out to Brian. He has been an absolute godsend this year. I know from personal experience, you know, when you say to people, oh, if you need any help, give us a shout. And then what happens is you get somebody who just constantly hassles you for help. Yeah. And you're sitting there deep down going, oh, I don't mind helping people, but this is a bit much. Well, been the person who's been asking for help from Brian this week, and he's been absolutely amazing. So we've had all kinds of weird issues, like, well, this is my progress on my Chevy. It's not amazing. I'll keep it far away from the camera, but the first issue I had was the shape of the fan blade, which it turns out it is accurate.
Yeah.
Because I Googled it and I found one for sale on eBay, and that's what it looks like. And then I did actually tone the color of the shell down. It is blacker than it was originally. Rather than doing straight black, I've gone black with a little touch of gunmetal gray in it. And this, I think it was 50-50 between the two before. And now it's something like 10 drops of black, 2 drops of gunmetal, and I really like it. And that's the contrast between the shell color and the chassis, it's just a little bit off.
Yeah.
And I like that. The only problem was I painted it, did a second coat. The paint wasn't even. I don't know if the paints were separating, so I just had to go over it. Very light sprays, focusing on where I needed it. And as you can see, that's the result I got. And then all of a sudden, I realized I haven't done the bonnet. So because it's a custom color, I've now got to do this again to make sure I get the color match. But, you know, but I did something. I thought, right, when you use the word custom, it's a bit of a flashy word for I can do whatever I want, can't I? Mm-hmm. So check out my seats.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
I mean, it needs the tidying up.
Yeah.
But I just thought the reason I've chosen orange, I really didn't know what I was going to go for red because red goes very well with the black.
Yeah.
But the reason I went for the orange is because that's the color of the engine.
Oh, right.
That's it's not a terrific reason to choose orange, but it works. And I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, what I've done is rather than go for the black, I think the inside is smoke black and the outside is going to be rubber black, just to give it slight variation. I mean, you're hardly going to see it once you look through that. You'll hardly see it, but it's just my way of putting a little bit extra effort in and doing the best I can. Obviously, the bits you can do well, you do very well.
It's
And
like you say, though, you know it's there, don't you?
Yeah. Ron, you've joined us again.
No, I haven't.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, just put myself on that side there, put it out, and then there we go. That's a
Okay,
lot better.
no problems.
Yeah.
The engine is a bit of a mess. It's the first engine I've ever done. If it wasn't for the little Molotov pen, I would have completely cocked it up. But it's, I mean, look, tiny, weeny, tiny decals. There's a decal there, and there's you've got air filters, and like you've got something down there that's got a decal on it.
Yeah.
And it's just loads of them.
Welcome to the car world.
Tell me about it. But I'll be absolutely honest with you. I actually am really enjoying doing this.
That's all right then.
I really am enjoying it, and I'm really glad I've pushed myself to do something different.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously we don't like people dying, but something good has come out of this. So, it's nice that something good has come out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Both from a group point of view and a personal point of view for myself. So, yeah. Athol says, evening, Ron.
Evening.
Lord Peter says, hi, Manuel, David Athol. Sean, Brian.
Yeah.
Sorry, I make a big deal of saying that correctly because I've made a mess of it. Got Fuels says, hi, Lord Peter, MP Buckley. Just to remind anyone watching, if you want to join us, you are more than welcome to. Just click on the link above. The only thing I will say is if you are not known to the channel through to chat, we probably won't accept you. We just want to know who you are first. Because especially as this is going out on 2 channels, I have 2 channels to protect. MP says, hi, Lord Peter. Athol says, evening, my Lord Peter. Got Fuel says, hi, Athol. Teresa says, hi, Ron.
Hi, Teresa.
And I gave you time to respond that time, didn't I?
Really? Wow, you actually gave me something.
You're on me, Ron, but don't ever change, will you? I'll say the same thing I say to a lady at work. If you're ever nice to me, I'd be worried that there was something wrong with you. Lord Peter Webster says, hi, Teresa. Lord Peter says, Brian is a godsend, in my opinion. I'll second that. Athol says, hello, Teresa, Mike. If finished the dishes. Oh, it's Saturday, isn't it? So there's no dishes today.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Lord Peter says, hi, Mike. Got Fuel says, Penny, you've been no problem at all. I know you would just say that, wouldn't you? But no.
When in my backside.
No, I just worry that I've really needed Brian's help I've needed help from the point of view that he knows a bit more about cars than I do, and it didn't look right. And I tell you what, his response, I won't say his response time will always be quick because it depends what he's doing.
Exactly.
But his response time has been, and I'm like, but hang on, it's really early in the morning for you guys.
Yeah.
So Brian says, yeah, that fan is weird for sure.
Yeah.
Lord Peter, I've decided I hate Amazon drivers.
Yep, tell me about it.
Mike, do you know what my favourite hobby with Amazon drivers is? I have two entrance. I have a shared entrance block on the flat. One is where the call entry system is, and the other door is a locked door where the bins used to go. And what will happen is they'll come through the back, and I'm like, no, you're at the back door. You got to walk all the way around the block to come to the front. And I did that once. I had a guy with about 7 parcels, and I made him walk round, traipsing through all the
You
mud.
meanie.
Yeah, I know, but how
You
would you?
mean?
What about if I delivered something to your house, Tash, and I just walked around the back and expect you to come through the back?
I've got keys.
So I would, yeah, no, I make him come round.
Then again, you can't because you need a code for the gate.
MP says yes, pennies. I've seen scale mates. The details are from cartograph. I'm assuming they are. It just doesn't actually physically say it on the box, but it doesn't say.
Well, there you go, Penny.
Oh,
There's my seat sorted out now.
nice. The I yeah.
I sure had a red.
What? No dishes tonight?
MP says hi, Brian. Got fuel says Penny with flakes and pearls. After you get the body fully covered in color, drop your air pressure a couple of psi and double the distance, then mist coat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will get some plastic card and I will try that on the plastic card first. And he says, nice job on the seats. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Someone I know who can do cars. But I tell you what, I keep seeing King Bob's efforts. And
have you seen his car he's done?
yeah, I'm looking at his and I'm just thinking I'm going to toss my model in the bin and never touch cars again.
That's what I'm looked at. Like, nope, not doing mine now.
I don't know what made him pick yellow, but what a wonderful finish.
It's
Yeah.
full of that yellow.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sorry,
I jumped in on that.
that's all right. It's a discussion show, not a penny show. You're more than welcome to join in. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Teresa says, hi, Lord Peter, Athol, Brian. Teresa says, yeah, no dishes tonight. We're off for a bit to the usual Big John's, only with a... Do you know what? That's what made me go,
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Brian. Hello, Brian.
Brian!
Oh.
Does it show that we love Brian?
I don't know. Do we?
No, we like Brian. Brian's excellent.
But first of all, I'm no godsend.
No, you're wonderful.
But
Brian, you think
You are the 100% opposite of the boy that my mum used to warn me about. He's got to work that one out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
you know the guy that your mum always warns you about. You are the complete opposite.
I never want me about asking a girl, but
Well, you know what I mean.
You tell him, Brian.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I meant, Brian. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting this is the Pick on Penny show every week, isn't it? It's usually Natasha and Ron what's the picking on.
No, I've got a better backup as well now. I've got Brian.
You have. Yeah.
how you doing, Brian?
I'm well, Ron. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Penny, let me explain the flakes and pearls.
Yes.
With the gunmetal, there's a flake in it.
Yep.
And in the one-to-one automotive industry, especially in custom painting, when they spray a metallic or a flake, they drop the air pressure and double their spray distance. So if they're 6, back up 12. And it breaks the flake apart so it's not all black on the body and sitting like this.
Right.
So you'll have it sitting like this. You know, it sits all so it
It gives it time to settle as it's hitting the surface.
exactly, and it don't all just lay flat and blast it onto the panel.
Yep.
So it sits at different angles and reflects light differently. It's gonna look rough, but you clear coat it. If you was to do, say you was to do a test spoon, spray at your normal pressure up close, and then do a test spoon where you doubled your distance and then clear coated it, you would see a dramatic difference.
Yeah.
And it also helps. It helps get rid of, like with pearls and metallics. If you're up close, you'll see a stripe line. You know, you'll see that line if you look close enough. But when you double that distance, of course, you know it fans out more.
Yeah, so it's kind of blended it rather
So
than
it
solid
it-
lines.
the metallic all around. And when I say missed it, I mean literally whatever you're holding your body on, you pull back from with your air or even your rattle can, and you literally let the flake drop and you keep the body moving. You spin the body as you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it evens out those metallics and flakes.
That makes sense.
It's hard to explain the difference, but once you see the difference and you get it coated,
Yeah.
like, wow, that is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
as I've always said, I'll only ever do my best. That's all I can do. And it'll either come out awesome or it won't. And
yeah. Now that all has been hand painted, Brian, which I don't normally do.
I'm sorry, y'all are gonna have to see my nose hairs.
Oh!
let me put Ron on big.
Let's see, can I minimize the chat?
Um,
I can see it. Nice job.
Thank you.
So
And
you
this-
have the seatbelt, or those? That's
Those are decals.
those are decals. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, very nice.
So that's the thing. It's all for hobby Brian himself. And I've got my girls' decals, so I'm pretty happy at the moment.
I'm glad
They
y'all. But Ron,
Yeah.
you're in Australia. Right?
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry. The reason I'm laughing is because I've had a chat with Ron before, and he says to me, a lot of people think I'm in Australia.
I will get my guys to come and sort you up, right? I'm a big Yankees fan, so be warned.
Yeah, and it. I mean, the States has a lot more ground, land, and you get different accents from everywhere.
Yeah.
It's funny that Britain, a much smaller country, and the accent is just as much difference in the accents.
Yeah.
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 Britain, there is here with the huge land that are in this.
Well, we have a saying in the UK: you can drive 100 miles, the accent's changed 3 times, and a bread roll has changed its name 4 times.
Yes.
Well, and Penny, I'm responsive at that time of the morning because I get up at midnight,
Right.
just before midnight, and I work till 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But then I go to bed.
Yeah, which is why you go to bed. You go to bed earlier in the UK than we would. Like, it's still the afternoon for us, and it's like you're off to bed.
Well, no, it's mid evening. It's probably like 9 o'clock.
Right.
Day or so, something like that. When I go to bed in state. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's my pleasure. That's I just feel like as model build.
It is
That's
what the community is about, isn't it? Everybody just gives a little bit of help, and that's a lot of help collectively.
right.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you was able to Google that fan. I was driving down the road and
Oh, please don't respond if you're driving. See, please don't
Says
respond
Penny.
if you're driving, because it's like I have a rule. People message me, and you will not get a response from me until I'm not driving. Usually, it probably won't get a response till I'm in my lunch break, and it's like, oh, do you still need me? And they're like, yeah. But most people know because I drive for a living, they won't get a response straight away. It's very
If-
rare that you do.
if I'm in traffic, not, but normally I'm in the middle of BFE,
BF,
Bum F Egypt,
right.
Yeah.
BFE. So
Okay.
you know what the F is, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I
Listen, you can speak free and easy on our channel because we always say it's after 9 o'clock somewhere.
oh,
It's also before 9 o'clock somewhere because someone might be watching this tomorrow morning, but it's tough luck.
or somebody
Um,
watching it at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and they could be. I mean, it's probably 3 in the morning for someone watching right now.
Yeah.
So you just don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the way it is with mine. There's people that have started watching my live and go to bed and then wake up.
Yeah.
I know we come in, mention about cheesecake, then I run away.
Oh yes, the cheesecake. Yeah, we get that mentioned a lot, don't we? Yeah. Are you streaming tonight, Brian?
I'm honestly, I'm not 100% positive. I'm extremely tired. So
Oh bless. Oh well. Right, guys, I'm going to do a quick catch up. I said that correctly. It's 2 days running. I said that right. I normally end up saying I'm going to do a chat. No, what do I normally say? A catch chat up. Yeah. Teresa says, hi, MP. Lord Peter says, they have tasks number, but phone me to answer the door. I'm like, WTF. That's about the Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all right. It's better than I got. I got an every guy rang me. And he's gone, where are you? And I'm like, I'm whatever. And I'm like, and then I clicked that he was after Tasha. And I said, oh, no. I said, I'm the sender of the parcel, not the receiver. And he just hung up on me. Not even a goodbye or anything. And I thought, that's a bit rude, wasn't it?
Don't like him.
No, that was, what's his name?
Alex.
Alex, that's the one. Yeah, we will never forget Alex. Lord Peter says Tasha's. Teresa says it's really strange. I bet it is. I bet it's a big hole to fill. That's their dog Ivy. They lost her a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, and I've had the pleasure of being bitten by Ivy.
Oh,
That's
wow.
good.
Yeah.
How'd you were?
No, it was just one of those things. I moved a little bit too quick. I was still a stranger to her. I was in her house and I moved a little bit quick and she just gave me, if she wanted to bite my ankle, she would have bitten my ankle. She just nipped at the skin and just drew a little bit of blood. And, I have enough understanding of animals to sort of know she wasn't being vicious. She was probably more scared than anyone else.
And you had Gandalf tweeting down your head.
Yeah, Gandalf today. Yeah.
True. You've been in my bedroom.
Oh, bless.
Oh.
Lord Peter says, hey, Brian. So next time we stream, we're going to try and persuade Tasha to do the Thank You, Lord Peter song.
No. I will just nick the clip.
Thank
Right.
you, Lord Peter. Thank you, Lord Peter. Lord Peter, thank you very much. That's all you have to do.
No, I'll say it normally, like
Oh.
a normal human being.
Like a normal. Are you saying me and Terry aren't normal?
No, you're not.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one then. Teresa says we're off now. See you all later. Daz Faulkner, how do everyone? How are you, Daz?
Yes.
It does.
Lord Peter, how do my friend? JC Bricks, hey Penny Gang, and all in chat. We will get round to building something today at some point, I promise. Daz says, how do JC? And I've just seen that comment pop up from Lord Peter. JC Bricks says, hey Daz. How do Tash? Hey James Daz. Hey up Peter, how you doing, bud? Lord Peter says, I try my hardest to do my best for the community. JC Bricks does, Peter. You are these within the community, buddy. Listen, I don't know anyone who does more than Peter for the community.
No.
Absolutely fantastic. And he doesn't even expect thank yous or anything like that. Doesn't want anything in return.
Nope.
And he just wants everyone to be happy and have a nice time.
No, I do a thank you, and then he sends one back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What?
guys, bit of a warning for you. If you ever send him a gift to say thank you for sending you a gift, you'll end up with another 2 gifts.
Yeah, well, he'll get another 3 from me then.
Yeah.
A gift war. How's that?
Yeah. Well, my
and when you see Lord Peter's video when he opens the box that I sent him,
yeah.
that's going to be very exciting.
My great aunt used to say to me, cast your bread upon the water and you'll receive it threefold. She's obviously was friends with Peter Webster, wasn't she?
Yes. I reckon so. I reckon that must have been somewhere along the line.
Yeah. Right. MP says, hi, Teresa. Hi, JC. JC Bricks meant Peter, you are the best within the community.
Yeah.
And outside the community.
Yeah.
JC Bricks and Bill says, hey, MP. And I have no idea why, but Peter says, please, no, Penny. Obviously talking about something else and not singing or anything like that.
Yeah, you're not singing.
Right, Tasha, do you want to do this unboxing?
Yeah, no, I found thingy-majigs now.
You've got to do an unboxing at some point. Brian, have you gone quiet or are you miming?
Who?
Brian.
I'm sorry, Brian, have you got a Facebook page, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, I've got you on the phone. Yeah, I've got you there. I'll take a couple of pics and I'll send them to you via Messenger.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I know you meant Terry's song, Peter.
Don't worry, Peter, you're not going to get it from me.
Right, Tasha, say what you see.
Right, again, I've seen these decals.
Decals, yeah.
And we do believe they are cartograph, even though it doesn't say that on my box.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are. I didn't look on mine.
So cartograph are the manufacturer of them. Some decal manufacturers are better than others. Cartograph are commonly accepted as was at least one of the best.
Yep. You got a piece of paper, but I've binned mine because it's B.
What, this one?
Yeah.
So I find that interesting. They've got scheme A is on the back of the box.
Yeah.
Which I kind of accidentally cut in half. And then you've got scheme B is on a piece of paper inside the box.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
Which I thought was interesting. But I guess it's all about cutting costs. You know, these are starter set designed for newbies. They're supposed to be cheap, get you into the hobby. You know, obviously, if you want something inexpensive, you've got to cut corners.
True.
And I do believe Airfix do cut corners without compromise to the quality.
And then you get your paints and your glues.
Okay, so these are your usual. I can't be sure, but I think these are the first generation paints, and this is a second generation paint. I've been
Well,
told that
second
Airfix
okay.
are putting the second generation in, and I think these ones with a little hinge, I think they're second gen, but it is hit and miss with these. One or two of these might be useless. They might all be useless. On the whole, I've done okay with Airfix paints. I think
my
I've had.
black runs, so I'll have to substitute
They give
something.
Say again, Brian?
they give you paint in the box.
Yes. So this is what's called a starter set,
Oh, okay.
and it is theoretically everything you need to model with. You get a little Humbrol size 2 brush, and you get a little small tube of poly cement, and the 4 paints. It won't come out to any fantastic detail. So, like for example, the E-type
But-
Jag.
Started. It's a way to get you started and going.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these are actually, I mean, we picked these up at Christmas time. Well, not this one, but we picked them a load up at Christmas time from Lidl's, which is, I don't know if you've got a Lidl's in America, but it's a cheap German supermarket. And they had these at £3.50 each, which is less than $5.
About $5. Yeah.
Yeah. And as you can see, Tasha, that's the Mustang.
That was so that's the kit that y'all were working on together.
Yep, and that was an Airfix starter set.
All right.
And I think these are. I used to have the attitude that Airfix is a load of toss, but these starter sets have been really nice, really, really nice. Really pleased with them. And the little E-type Jag that Tasha's working on for the senior build, that is. I mean, I got it as well, but for a different project. Beautiful little kit, absolutely wonderful. The only issue that I have with it is because it's a starter set and they've limited the number of paints. The seats are the same color as the wood, as the interior. So I've just put a little bit extra on the seats. But if you did it exactly as a starter set, you would just paint the whole lot the same color. But like I say, it's a starter set.
Those acrylic paints or are those enamels?
They're all acrylic paints.
Okay.
So none of your hard lacquers like you carboys want. I'm actually a big fan personally of acrylics because it's I've got asthma and two cats. I can't really have smelly lacquers and white spirits and stuff all over the place. So what do you make of the instructions, Tasha?
Yeah, maybe go her. Well, what am I working on? A or B?
Right, it's your choice. I mean, I'm going to be working on B because I have made this previously and I did the A version. So that's what your A version will look like. And I've actually mislaid I've got this thing today. I put something down and it just completely disappears.
And you get your sprues.
And you get your sprues, which are actually fairly decent. The only thing I don't like about them is that terrible colour. But we are going to be painting over them. I think that's a terrible colour. It's like it's having some kind of it's having an identity issue. It can't decide if it wants to be blue or grey.
Yeah, it might a bit like that.
Yeah, and it's just there's a couple of sink marks there, but I find that Airfix tend to put their sink marks where you're not going to see them.
Yeah.
This is actually the canvas that goes on the top of the trailer. You've got some nice little bit of D. I'm going to just steal a full size. I know Ron's going to complain. But look, you've got some nice little detail folds in the corner there, which makes it look a bit more canvassy. The way that this has got a fold in it, so it makes it look fabric-y rather than metal or plastic. And the sink marks, they tend to hide them where on the underside where you're not going to see them, which I think is a little bit smarter. Because there's nothing worse. So yes, one of the bugbears I had about this Chevy Camaro, they have decided there to stamp in Revel on the outside of the chassis.
Put a nice.
But why couldn't they have not put it on the inside where it's not going to be seen?
Some of them are. Depends on the original date of the mold was made.
Yeah.
But they are better about it, about putting the Revel on the top side of the chassis now instead, especially on newer release kits.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with them stamping their name in because that's how they stop copyright.
Yeah, and what you're doing is a repop of a repop of a repop, more than likely.
Yes, yeah, it's probably that kit's probably older than the Chevy that's a model of.
We're probably pretty close.
Yeah, it's not a reproduction of the Chevy. It's actually a future prediction. Right, so the good news about this is the basics of the Jeep is the same regardless of the version that you do. The differences come in the body. So there's the first few stages of the Willys Jeep for version A, and pages stuck together. And there's the start of version B. So up to about stage 5, 7, stage 8, 9 is the same, 10 is the same, 11 is the same. It doesn't actually start to vary until stage 12. So the rate that we model, I would suggest the first 2 weeks we're all going to be doing exactly the same thing, regardless of the version. Does that make sense, Tash?
Yeah, I'm just going to ask as I go along, which side am I doing again?
Which side? I don't know.
Yeah, there's loads of question marks and things.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, look, shall we tackle that when we get to it?
Yeah. On which side A and B?
What we have there, for example.
Yeah.
That's saying, where do you want the spare tire? Do you want it plonked on the back of it, or do you want it on the front?
That's a good choice.
There we go. We've got another question there. Do we want the wheels straight, or do we want them just a little bit turned? You know, like in the war films, they come along and then they go, ee, and then they do that. So that would be your wheels turned, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. In films, when someone slams the brakes on, it doesn't matter what vehicle they're driving, doesn't matter how fast they're going, you will always get this big long skid.
I bet Brian does it as well. You could just imagine it.
I bet he's been watching films where this truck is doing 10 miles an hour through a city centre. A small child jumps out in the road, and suddenly you hear "ee," and he's like, "It wouldn't do that."
God. Thank God it. Truck is 10 miles an hour.
I tried to make a joke on my driving test that nearly backfired on me, because he said to me, if a small child stepped out in the road, what would your course of action be? And I said, who's the child? He says, well, what do you mean, who's the child? I said, well, if it's my neighbour, I'd probably speed up.
God.
Didn't like that. Right, Tasha. So what we need to do is, and this is the bit that always catches me out. This is why my Chevys take. Sorry, guys, I accidentally took myself off the stream rather than on big. So on the instructions, it tells you all the pieces that you're going to need. So we are going to need 1, 2, 3 different pieces there. And then it also tells you what colors to paint them.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to decide, do we want to paint them on the sprue or can we paint them off the sprue? Now, it looks like everything's going to be the same color, 86, which is green. Don't do what I did on my first one and paint the whole lot brown and then wonder why it doesn't quite look right. It then looks like it's just the wheels that are going to be black. So that doesn't look like they'll be hidden up. So I would probably be looking at painting all of them, glue it together, paint all 86 in one go, and then just pick out those black details. You don't have to do it like that.
Okay.
But then we've got stage 2, and that assembly is all going to be color 86. So now I would be starting to think, well, let's glue this together, not paint it. Then we'll glue stage 2, and then we'll paint both pieces. So we get it all done in one go. Then we've got step 3 is to add this little, I think that's the back bit, which I would assume would be 86 because it's part of the body work. So I would be tempted to build the first 3 stages and then go through and paint the whole lot. Would you be in agreement with that?
Mm.
What about you, Dale?
Yeah, looks right.
Okay, and I know you're not building it, but Ron and Brian, does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Good. Right. So, what's the
Paint.
so what's the first thing we're going to do, Tash and Dale?
Find the parts.
Right, and we're going to cut them off, and then we're going to clean them up.
No, I thought I'd put them in the bath.
Okay, then. Well, that would
Give them
clean them
wash.
up. Right, so the way Airfix do it is they always list their part numbers starting with a letter. That letter tells us what sprue it's on. So we want piece number 18 on sprue B. Now, I'm sure I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again. I have a little bit of struggle reading the sprues. So what I actually do is the first time I use the sprue, I will get a little piece of masking tape and I will just pop that on a piece of sprues there, and it's stuck everywhere. And then I will get my pen, which, okay, we go, and I will write the letter A if my pen ever works. And I find that a lot easier to see than trying to read that letter there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, is that long thing?
Well, like the EMT and Reveal kits I build, they're just no. There's no letter. And the first time I built me a kit, it's well, why am I seeing A10 and B?
Yeah.
A few minutes to figure that out. I'm just using.
Yeah, but once you've figured it out, doesn't it seem obvious now? It's like when we say about bus routes, people go, "Oh, the bus route's really easy," and I say, "Yeah, but if you don't know, it might as well be rocket science." Right, where are we up to? Lord Peter, LOL Penny, I enjoy gifting. It's how I roll. Terry's song, Pete Penny. Tash would have had a nice gift, but Amazon are useless. Yeah, she would have had a very nice gift today. I
tried ringing the number for over an hour. Could I get through?
Oh, they've got this strange thing. I mean, every time they ring me, it comes up as international number, and it's an American number. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not ringing that back. Not when I know that their driver is in Scotland. I'm not gonna ring America expecting to get an answer from a driver who's in Glasgow. Oh, who's that car? But that's yours, isn't it, Ron?
Ron's.
Nice.
That's good, Ron.
Nice. So CKNA says, hi Penny and Brian across the pond. New Fenris Railroad says, "Hey guys."
That's
Mom and
right.
Son Crane Rail Fan says, "Hi everyone working at the desk as well." No, oh, you doing this? Are you? I've lost. Right, there we go. New Fenris. Hey Tammy and Ray. Right, so I suppose I'd better cut some pieces off, hadn't I? So, if you've got a really good set of clippers, then obviously you can just go clip, and just clip them all off, no problems. I can't even find my trimmers now. Do you know what? I've been like this all morning, haven't I, Tash?
Yeah.
There we go. I put some. In fact, at one point, I had the cutters there, and I'm like, can't find my cutters, can't find
Oh,
them.
that was so funny.
Put the sprue down on the ground on the desk like that, looking everywhere, and then all of a sudden I just saw the handle poking out. And I said, I can't believe they're right in front of me. Is that a sign of being old, do you think?
Yeah.
And quick tip: you don't have a good pair of sprue cutters. You leave that part, a piece of the on the part, and then you can go some of your old nail clippers.
Exactly what I was going to say. Like, if your trimmers aren't so good, cut the whole thing out. Now there's a trick to this, so you don't bend them. But I like to cut the sprue nubs quite long, because also if you're not going to get it flush with a cut, I lose track of where the nubs are. So I'll cut that, and then I'll cut the next one and the next one. Then I'll go round with my sander, and I can't remember where the nub was. So I end up missing it out. So I do prefer to do one at a time. So I'll then cut that short. These are good enough that I don't need to trim that with a knife. I can go in with a bit of sandpaper. But obviously, if you can't go in if you go in with your knife, just trim that down. And as I always say, your fingernail and your fingertip are really good tools, because that will tell you if that's nice and smooth, which I think that is. Obviously, by the time you come to put primer or first layer of paint on it, you'll soon know if you've got that down flat.
Yeah.
Now, there is big debates over using trimmers, using knives. I personally prefer to use sprue trimmers, sprue cutters. However you cut your pieces off the sprue, that's down to you. Oh, can you just bear with me a sec? My alarm's going off just to tell me to take a tablet.
Okay.
It's that time of night. Mine's going off. Everybody.
Yeah. Well, I've hang on, bear with me a sec.
Yeah.
Because I've got this swollen hand, and the doctor's given me anti-inflammatories, and she says you must take them twice a day. And because I'm not used to taking tablets, I haven't got that habit.
Yeah.
So I use my alarm. Thank the Lord for mobile phones and alarms. What did we do before mobile phones?
Not have a mobile phone.
I think one of the best things
before mobile phones, we had one phone in the house.
Yes, but you Americans you used to have a cable on your telephone that reaches to the next village. And we were attached to our phones.
We actually had a list over the phone of the important people, like mom's work, dad's work, mom and grandpa's phone number. All of that was listed.
Yeah,
right
we couldn't afford note paper when I was a kid. We had to memorize the numbers. If you couldn't memorize your friend's number, you couldn't ring them up and say, "Are you coming out to play?" And you were stuck indoors. I'm feeling like Monty Python coming up. Oh, in my day, we were so poor. We used to go work 25 hours a day down the pit, and we used to pay for the privilege.
Jeez. Well, I'm gonna let y'all build.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Brian. It's an absolute honor and a pleasure.
Anytime any of y'all have any questions.
Cheers, Brian. Thank you.
I'm sure the time will come when I'll need some questions answered too, especially if it's not a car model kit. And I got to look to one of y'all that are.
Yeah, don't come to me first. I probably won't have the answer, but I'll always try.
Y'all have a good day.
Yeah,
You
you
too,
too.
Brian.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
one.
buddy.
Right, little bit of a thing on this piece B is, oh God, what am I? A5.
Yeah, I've already got
Right.
that out.
So you see that there's two holes, two little loops at the front, and there's one at the back.
Yeah.
So at the one on the back, they're actually asking us just to trim these ends off. I think it's the one at the back. Yeah, because it's a little bit confused, but so you can see there it's actually saying to trim that off so it's a little bit more flush. So just get your trimmers, and so I don't know if you can see that. Going the wrong way.
So you want them off?
Straight
Yeah,
down
so it's
there.
going to look like that.
So you basically want them off?
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
I can only show you one more time, but just get your cutters as far down as you can. Well, not all as far down, but and just trim that off. I do not know what effect that will have if you don't do that, but it's told us to do it.
Yeah.
So who am I to argue with the manufacturers of this kit? Right, B18. Now be careful on this B18 because they're small parts and they've got a lot of connection points.
Yeah.
So before you cut the pieces off, have a good look, double check, because there's nothing worse than cutting a piece off. You think you've cut it at the end of the piece and you've cut half of the useful part off. Although saying that, Tasha,
Yeah.
every time you've made and I use the word mistake in inverted commas,
No,
we
boo-boo.
always seem to get round it somehow, don't we? I'm
Yeah.
also going to advise you, get yourself a little pot before
Already
you
on it.
right before you cut piece B26 off.
Already got my little pop going.
Good girl.
I saw
And
that straight away.
that B26, you need that little tab on the end.
I'll find it.
Don't cut the little tab off, will you, please?
I'll try not. Oh my God, that little freaking hooky thing.
Yes, that little hooky thing.
God, great.
That is a good name for that. I might put that in my memory bank and use that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
little hooky thing.
Little hooky thing.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good term. Right. I'm well chuffed with having Brian on the stream today. It's always nice when the greats come on. Really nice guy as well, isn't he? Right. Hi, Penny and Brian across the pond. Hey, guys. Hi, everyone working at the desk. Hi, Tammy and Ray. Hi, Snowy. Got a new paint set to play with the Vallejo rust and chipping effects for an airbrush.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I haven't quite figured out how to use rust and well, the only rust I can do is using the Games Workshop paints. They're really, really good. And what I do is I just slap. Is it called Riser? No, not Riser Rust. We have got someone joining us.
Oh, yeah.
It's Mum and Son Rail. I can't remember what your full name is. Hello, how are you?
Tammy.
Hiya.
Hello, how are you?
How are you guys?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The next video coming out, Tammy.
What are you working on? That looks quite exciting. What are you working on? That looks quite exciting.
I'm making sure I'm not echoing.
Yes.
I'm making sure I'm not echoing.
Mhm.
Take your time, Tammy. Don't rush.
Yeah. I love to see a stream full of people with modelling desks all working hard. Doesn't
Is
that
that
look
better?
nice?
That's fine.
That's fantastic.
Okay, good. Tasha knows I usually don't join streams, so I saw you guys on and I know Tasha, so I said, oh, I'll try and see if this works now that everything is back out in the train building.
Well, now that you know me, you know you're always welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What I'm going to attempt to do is I had 3D printed an N scale kit.
Okay.
So I am going to attempt to take it apart and then I have to prime it. And then I was going to start with this piece, doing a diorama for Ray's N scale that we're putting up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
And I think
Brian's
I'm
the
gonna
one
have
I
more.
hassle for cars. You're the one I hassle about trains then, are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I literally stalk for when she's next got a video on.
Well, I'm waiting for the next one to come out now. Come on, Tammy. When is it coming out?
I did one this morning and I'll do one tonight.
It takes too long.
You see what happens when you have fans. The fans get hungry and they get very what's the word I'm looking for? Hangry when you don't put out enough videos.
I'm actually looking more forward to doing this than I am this.
Yeah.
Because I like cardstock models and I'm not real good with plastic models. They don't like me very well.
Okay. You'll be fine.
That's what she says now.
Right, Tasha, I don't know if yours will be the same, but I've noticed I've got a little bit of flash on my chassis.
I don't know. Not
A
much.
little bit of
I've just been cutting stuff off till I got to 2.
No, it's fine. It's just that there's a little bit. I think I'm going to double check that.
I know Ray's going to hear me doing this and run out with a shop vac going because I'm going to have pieces all over the floor.
Yes, that definitely should not be there. Just that when I started to cut it, it was quite difficult to cut. Yeah. Almost as though it was supposed to be there, difficult to cut.
I didn't notice the flash, so I just kind of like...
No, it's fine. I mean, it's something that we should be checking for anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to notice them straight away till 20 years later.
Yeah. Right, and I just remembered this is the tricky part of the build. Because it doesn't want to sit exactly as you want to do it.
Oh my Lord, look at these little windows.
I'll swap you. Your little windows for my little Willy. I'm sorry, there's going to be so many innuendos on this. I couldn't resist with the thumbnail. Live Willys tonight.
Well, you just made a window go flying.
Right, guys, how you getting on with cutting your bits out?
Oh, my normal. That's B4. This is B5. I'm on the next one. I am.
Well, do you want to slow down and glue this bit together first?
No. I thought you said get it all off, so I got it all off.
That's fine. Right, guys, so when we come to glue this, not everybody has a nice little tub of Tamiya extra thin. Some people are using the supply glue. So I'm going to show you the trick that Airfix has taught me anyway. You're going to get a scrap piece of plastic, and then what you're going to do is cut a little thin triangle off the end. Make it as long as you can, like that. And now what you can do you can squeeze out some of your glue onto the cardboard. And then this little triangle is a little applicator for the glue. How cool was that?
Yep.
I just think that is probably one of the best. Have you been watching the Airfix videos, anyone?
Yes, I have.
Did you watch the one on the HMS Belfast?
Yes.
I don't know if you spotted the comment I left, but I said something along the lines of, it's really nice that you've assumed that not everybody has 100 years experience.
Yeah.
And they've said, oh, we could do it this way, but we're going to do it the hard way because not everybody has all the specialist equipment and stuff like that. And they've kept it very basic. And I think fair enough, kudos to them. Because it's, there's you'll watch videos out there and they'll say, oh, right, so yeah, I'm going to get out my 500-pound airbrush and then my special paints that are specially made for me, and then I'm going to use this piece of equipment that cost me $2,000, and and then look, the job's really easy. Yeah, it is when you have specialist tools like that, isn't it?
Well, as you can tell, that model did not succeed, so I'm moving on to my diorama, which I know I can do.
Is that a case of you winning some and you're losing some?
That's a case of Tammy not saying bad words on stream.
Okay, that's fair enough. We're all in favour of people inventing new swear words.
Fluff. Mine's fluffy or floofy.
Yep, that's a good one. Right, guys. So gluing together stage 1.
Yeah, I just don't get which way you stick it on it.
Right, that's fine. So we have piece B26. Now, the way that we know it's the correct way up is we have 2 circles at the front.
Yeah.
And we have one little one at the back.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the same orientation as the instructions. And then you have this little piece there, and you see that the front is connected to the chassis on one side only.
Yeah.
It needs to be connected to the chassis on that side.
Yeah.
So if your piece looks like that, you need to rotate it 90 degrees because there's the giveaway. If the connection to the chassis is on this side, you know the piece is upside down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get that piece ready. Now, the piece that's going to join it, we have got, right. So in this middle, you see you've got this piece going across, but it's not going through exactly on the middle. So we want the longer side away from us and the short side towards us.
Hello.
Yeah, no problems. And I can't figure out how to describe that that's upside down, how to know. But anyway, so we have got a little break in the system now, because Tash was otherwise engaged. If it was a case of we were painting, I would just carry on, but obviously we're at the gluing stage.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on. I'm going to start cutting out my bits ready for stages 2, 3, and 5. 2 and 3, so that when Tasha comes back, I might be able to slip out and have a little break while she's chopping her bits off, if she hasn't already cut them off.
Yeah.
How you getting on, Dale?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good. Good. Right, A4. Some of these sets, they actually show you a picture of the sprues and it with a little silhouette, and it tells you where the parts are coming from, and you'll see a picture of the sprue, and it'll highlight this bit, and then on the next stage it'll you'll see all the pieces missing that you've already used on the previous stages.
Yeah.
And I think that's nice. A little bit wasteful of paper, but nice touch. So, actually, on the subject of Amazon today, I've done an Amazon delivery order for tomorrow.
All right.
I've ordered, for some strange reason, I want to make my own spongy sanding sticks.
Yeah.
And I had some sandpaper, and I bought some little double-sided sticky foams.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I took them home with me when I was on holiday, and I didn't bring them back. So, thankfully, my wages were just ever so slightly higher than expected this week.
Yeah.
Which is always dangerous for me, because, well, the thing is, if you're on a really bad wage, you don't spend any money, do you?
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, I've earned a little bit extra money this week, you then go spend. Oh, I've run out of money, and I only got paid 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Who's that just joined us?
I don't know.
We have a Snowy. Hello, Snowy. How are you?
Hello.
I'm going to have to start putting names on because.
What the heck? Good.
Here we
Okay,
go.
there it is.
There's one that you must be enjoying. It's a lot bigger than that N-gauge.
That's a bit bigger, isn't it?
You
Hey,
must
Snowy.
Hello. Oh.
What are you doing, Snowball?
Oh, not much. Just working on a couple Space Marines, and got a paint set that I'm going to be playing with later. I don't know if I want to work on it today or not. I got the chipping and rust effect from Vlaho, and I'm like, ooh.
What can I chip and rust up?
Yeah, it's like, what do I want to rust up? I mean, I have, 4 totes of Warhammer walls to rust up.
I got a bridge you can do.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, it ain't going to be plastic models.
No. It's going to be the miniature of miniatures.
Oh, the building? Oh, well, yeah, hold on. Where is that tote? I just saw that tote yesterday. Yeah, I have the buildings from Games Workshop for the Imperialis stuff. That's the 8mm stuff, which is exactly N scale. So, yeah, the shed's kind of in disarray right now because I'm in the process of tearing down the old layout and rebuilding it.
Oh. You eventually started then, have you?
Yeah, I kind of.
You're going to do it?
Yeah, I'm redoing it because I'm going to do modular pieces instead of a solid piece.
Right.
So that way I can take sections off, work on them, or transport them to play games on them or whatever.
Yeah.
If I want to game
that's
with it.
what I decided to do this time around on that N scale foray. I'm like, I'm not making it one big piece. We're going to do sections.
Yeah, and that'll give me room to work with in here. Plus, I just broke down yesterday or day before and bought a table saw.
Ooh.
I've been looking at them for a while, and Home Depot had the Ryobi 13 amp 4 1/4 compact table saw for $149.
Nice.
And I was like, yes, please.
What's the quality like, though?
Hey, Snow, you want to see mine? That's
What,
what I'm
table?
allowed to use.
Oh, yeah.
If I have to have anything else, I have to call the husband. He's like, you cannot use my electric tools.
I've got a I've got a bendy saw somewhere in this shed. I have no idea where half my hand tools are in this shed right now. I barely know where half of anything is right now because I've been moving stuff around to try and get to different things, and I'm just like, yeah, no, there's too much going on. It's like I don't have the time to play with it.
Well, that's what me and Ray did last week. We cleaned this building out, and I was like, I need more room. So if it doesn't have a purpose, put it in the back of your dad's truck. It's going to the dump.
Yeah,
Dad was working, so he had no say. He won't miss it because he hasn't been in here a while. So just if Mom hands it to you, put it in the back of Dad's truck.
Otherwise, he's got no choice in Tammy.
Oh, believe me, I'm at that process right now. I had, let's see, last week I took 4 like 40-gallon trash bags full of the old layout foam and stuff like that, and then anything that was salvageable got salvaged. Anything that was not went in the dumpster.
Yep.
And I've got probably another 5 square feet of foam sitting over in the corner that I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use. That'll probably be going into the rubbish bin because I'm at the point, I'm like, I have too much stuff. It's cheap enough I can buy more.
Yeah.
And it's glued together in such a way that I couldn't salvage it the way I wanted to. And I'm not going to put it on the Proxxon hot wire cutter either and try and cut it down into usable pieces. I'm like, I'm done just
I'm just going to interrupt you guys just to catch up with the chat. We have MP Model Plastic. There's Hi Snowy and Mum and Son.
Hey, Peter.
Lord Peter,
hey, Peter.
says, I wish I could see N scale.
I'm actually having trouble seeing N scale.
Lord Peter says, I'm a hoarder, can't bear to part with anything just in case I need it at some point, but Marie doesn't understand my logic. I had a friend who has a garage full of stuff. Typical bloke attitude. I'll keep that. It'll come in handy one day.
I'm going to say, I think it's a man thing, isn't it?
I think it's a man thing. And
that's my husband. That's why we cleaned when he was at work.
And the trouble is, this particular guy, he got the better of me. I moved into a little studio flat, and it had a little tiny piece of worktop. It was about 1.5 foot across. It was really tiny, and whoever had lived there before me didn't understand this really simple logic of cutting board, and they'd cut through the worktop. And I said, I can't have that. It needs to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, I've got this little tiny piece of worktop in the garage. The next day he came with this. It was an offcut of worktop. I mean, what can you do with 1.5 foot of worktop? And it was actually 1/2 inch bigger than I needed. And he went, see, told you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know what? I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah.
No way.
But my granddad was like that. He'd have like one specialist kind of screw that cost like 5 pence, and he's had it sitting in the shed for 25 years, just waiting for that moment when someone said, I need this particular type of screw that's made of this material with this shape head on it.
Yeah.
My husband has been driving down a road and literally will stop the truck because he sees something on the side of the road and says, "We will use that someday." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
I must admit that's a little bit of a Norfolk attitude.
Yeah.
If someone has, for example, a lawnmower with a sign on it that says free to a good home, we will be doing handbrake turns and going back and getting it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when I say we're not
Yeah.
a good home. It don't need to come home with us.
No. But you'll see a typical guy from Norfolk. He'll have 6 lawnmowers in the shed because they're all free to a good home.
Yeah, and only one of them works because
Yes.
he's pulled parts off of the other 5.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Now he's got to pay. Now he's got to pay the rubbish man to come and collect them to take them away. Rubbish removals.
Yes.
Right. So Tasha, I
front.
apologise, but these first 2 stages are tricky. But
That's nothing new, is it? Really, with me?
Well, so I find that they don't line up that positively. So you have to just work out. So what you'll find. So this little tiny piece there, that is, I believe that's called a leaf spring,
Right.
where you have lots of pieces of metal all sandwiched together.
Yeah.
And their strength is in their numbers.
Yeah.
And you'll see there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
On the chassis, you've got 8 little notches, 4 on each, 2 on each wheel. So that will want to line up with that. Now, the way I did this before was I did one wheel and I glued that one wheel. I didn't even think about the others. So there, I've got that wheel lined up there.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I've just done it.
yeah. So I'll do that one wheel there, or one bit there, and I'll hold it for about 10 seconds. I don't care if it lines up there or not.
I don't even know what you're saying. What you mean?
Let me try this again on big screen.
Your eyeballs are crap.
No, it's fine, and my camera's not great because it's a fit. Let me change the focus so it's really close up. Right, that's a bit better, isn't it? So can you see how you've got there's 2 little nipples on each wheel, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is rest those on those nipples.
Right, got you now.
And that is a technical term, guys. I'm not just being rude.
I don't know with you sometimes, Penny.
I was just listening.
Do you know what? When I was first explained this, I think it was my granddad that explained it, and I thought he was winding me up, but he was talking about male and female connections.
Yeah.
About how the male connection goes into the female, and I thought he was winding me up and being a little bit naughty and innuendo-y, but it turned out he was absolutely correct. Right. So you see I've got this line sort of lined up. Now I'm holding this wheel. Now, if you've got Tamiya extra thin, you're on a winner there. Right. But I kind of promised myself I'm going to pretend that I'm an absolute starter because some of you watching this may well be. So I've got my bit of glue on the cardboard. I've got my little triangle. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue and I'm just going to do my absolute best to just run some of that glue under there and under there. And I'm just going to hold that together. Now, if you are using the glue out of the box, I've got some good news for you. In my opinion, although it takes a little bit longer to dry, I'm absolutely convinced it's a stronger bond than the liquid cement. If anyone can give me any science to prove me wrong, I am listening to you. But I just think it just seems to be a bit of a stronger bond once it's dry. So Tamiya extra thin, it's a lot simpler. But this, I mean, we've had people on the stream say this is crap, and I would disagree with that. I just think that Tamiya Extra Thin is so good that it makes this look crap. But this certainly does the job, doesn't it, Tash?
Yeah.
I take it you're doing the Tamiya Extra Thin route.
No,
No, you're using the tube glue, are you?
I always do.
Okay, I thought you used
Unless
Tamiya Extra Thin.
unless that I have to use it, I won't use it because I don't want to cheat.
No, it's not cheating. If it gets the job done, it's only cheating if you have been told you're not allowed to do it.
Okay.
So it's like the old debate: is an airbrush cheating?
No, it's a tool. It helps you.
Right. So for those of you might be using a liquid glue, your job's going to be a lot easier because all you're going to do is go dab, dab, and that's that part glued. Because this being like water, the capillary action will run into that gaps and that will stick that together. So that is half of my schleck. You'll see the back isn't glued together yet. And I'm just really not worried about that until I've done these two. And now I'll focus on the back. So for those of you using liquid glue, dab, dab, hold together for about 5 or 10 seconds until it starts to set. And as you can see, I've got my finger in it. Because no model is complete unless you've got a fingerprint somewhere.
Absolutely.
And then on the other side, I'm going to go back to conventional method.
I put one permanently in my red plane because I needed to see my fingerprint there.
So glue on the end of the cardboard, and I'm just going to run that under there and a little bit there. And then I'm just going to push those together, hold them together for about 10 or so seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there you go. And that's my chassis put together.
Winners.
So, right. Now, I've been dry fitting stage 2, and I think it took me about 5 minutes just to dry fit it.
Yes, it's a bit of a pig.
It's, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad kit, but it's really, really difficult. You've got these little connection marks. But you're sort of asking yourself, does the chassis go underneath them or does it go above them? And I think it does. I think at the front it goes underneath, and at the back it goes over the top. So you kind of twist it in, which means the one at the front will be showing. Which, if this was an expensive £100 kit, that just won't do. Now, if you are using... Sorry, are we ready for stage 2?
I'm just trying to work it out.
Right, Lord Peter says, I have a 10 by 9 bedroom with 30 shelves full to the brim with projects I have to do at some point. That sounds a bit like my craft room. I currently have 35 110 litre storage tubs full of stuff I can't part with. So, Lord Peter says, the bond strength comes down to mass over area and coverage. Right, would you guys mind if I took a little 5-minute break?
No.
I need 2 cameras, Red. 2 cameras looking down, don't I?
Go for it.
One focused here and one focused there.
Yeah.
Because it works well when I've got the piece close to the camera. But when I'm working down here, it's like, what are you doing, Penny? I can't see a thing. Right, I should be back in about 5.
Okay.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Tasha.
I will.
You probably
Doesn't leave
won't.
anything out.
You probably won't because Mike and Teresa are probably still down the takeaway, aren't they? That's the only time.
I've got Snowy. See, we misbehave sometimes.
Ah, okay. Because I've only really seen Snowy on stream, but I've not really been on a stream with him.
Oh yeah.
So, have I been on a stream with you,
I
Snowy?
don't think so. Outside of outside of on my channel, and I'm very well behaved in other people's channels. My channel,
you're
on the
like
other
me,
hand,
are
with
you?
Connie, yeah, Connie and I, no, we are not for under 13 or under 18 most
Yes,
days.
I've noticed that with King Bob's channel. There's a lovely lady called Muse. Muse,
Yes.
MUSE.
Macy.
Right. Yeah, she doesn't seem to censor herself. And she
No.
just says exactly what's on her mind. And I cannot have an issue with someone like that. Because I feel like if I've upset you, I think I would already have known that you've upset me, that I've upset you. Right, guys, I'll be back in about 5.
Okay.
I'm going to have a party now.
Oh, crud. Where did I put the finished walls? I just had that bin in my hand.
You lost it again.
Oh, it's not hard at all. I was moving stuff around. Oh, there they are. I moved them underneath the other part of the layout. I couldn't remember what color paint I used. Okay, that was the, yeah. Okay. I was going to start on some walls, and I was like, what paint did I use for it? Because it's been so long since I've done walls, I can't remember what I did for them. Oh, God.
Short of memory then.
Oh, short-term memory is not the word for it. It's like non-existent memory.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the problem of, oh, yeah, I need to go get this out of this room. I walk in the room and go, what was I coming in here for again?
I do that.
You know what Ray would say? He said you're getting old.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. Oh, I did it at work one day. I came over to get material, and I walked up. I knew exactly what I needed for the job I was doing. I walked over, and I was like, I'm staring at the rack of stuff, and I'm like, I came over here for, what did I come over here for now? And I'm looking at my cart to see what's on the cart. And I'm looking at the shelf going, I don't even know why I came over here. Everything that I needed off the shelf was already on the cart. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's going to be one of those days.
Probably be normal for you then.
Yeah, it's about par for the course anymore.
Yeah.
I think it was one too many times getting hit with 277 volts.
That could be part of the problem.
Yes. Put this back in there. All right. Although Carl, you were talking about the N scale. Yeah, there's always stuff like this.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
That's the new 40K buildings.
Wow.
For the epic scale stuff, the Imperialis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
full screen
N scale.
Wow.
It comes out to 1/160th scale. It's just like, oh, I need to order some more because I'm a glutton for punishment on it. I started painting some of it and actually doing a diorama piece, and I'm like, yep, nope, need to do some more.
Yeah, Snowy, look what I get to work with.
Yeah.
Can you see that or them?
Yeah.
I need to put duct tape over my mouth.
No, we don't need to. They do.
Yeah, they just need to put cotton in their ears or their fingers in the ear and go la 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 la.
Yeah.
All right, where did I?
My husband's like, get a magnifying helmet. I said, I don't even know if that would help.
Yeah, that's why I ended up getting the the magnifying glasses that I've got that I use from time to time. All right. Cord's out of my way.
And then that's when I decided, oh, it looks good if you mix different scales with the layout. Because I can see HO scale fine.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm actually gutted I'm not working tomorrow at Bow Road.
No, what?
We've got the London Marathon on tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know that because the hotel foyer is full of runners. But when obviously with the London Marathon, they shut half of London Centre down, don't they?
Yeah.
So the buses can't run into the centre. And when I used to do the 25 route, I used to go to Holborn. You get 10-minute rest and then you come out again. Because you can't get into the centre, you stop at Aldgate and you get a 45-minute break. And on the corner, there is a little cafe that does the best bacon sandwiches, and their coffee is as good as Starbucks, but half the price.
Oh, wow.
And it's sometimes I can get a good bacon sandwich. Sometimes I can get the time to eat it. It's not very often I get both.
Yeah,
All the luck, if you want to call it whatever.
Yeah. But saying that, I'm back at barking, and I do enjoy barking. It's just a variety of routes. Right, are we ready for stage 2?
Yeah, I'm just working on it.
Right, so I'm going to attempt to use both gluing methods for this, the extra thin and the... So what's the first thing we do, Tash?
Dry fit it.
We dry fit it. I'm glad I've got that drilled into you.
No,
Right, so we've got a little... Well, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Clean up and dry fit. Once you get those two, it's half of the battle done. So we've got a little notch there. I'm going to have to go big screen. I'm sorry.
I can't do it.
See it. So we've got
My
a
hands are
little
shaking so much.
guide there.
Oh, yeah. I've worked this out.
Right. And that's going to go underneath that, like that. So it will be exposed. But the one at the back, there, the back of it is going to rest on top. So it'll look something like that when it's glued. Now, if you're using tube glue, I personally would apply the glue to this piece and just run the glue nice and thin. Just kind of make the edge shiny, but not flooded. Like so. And then once that's on, we will try not to drop the part into the glue. We will just bring those two pieces together and voila, that's on. Now, if on the other hand I was using liquid glue, I would be putting the piece on exactly the same with my dry fit. And is that upside down? No, it's not. Right, I would then hold that, try to sort of turn it upside down, and then I would apply my glue from the bottom. Because then that way, if there's any messes, it's hidden. And remember, you don't need to paint the whole bit with it. You just need to pop little dots in sort of every ½ centimetre, because the capillary action will take care of the rest. And with any luck, right, that's not a great fit, so I'm just going to have to hold that a little bit longer. And there we go. We should end up with something like that. And as soon as I go smaller screen, you'll all show me something similar, won't you?
Absolutely not.
Nope. It's going to be totally different to yours.
Yep, my hands are not going to let me paint today.
No, it is a bit of a difficult starter set, and the scale doesn't help. If this was 35 scale or 16 scale, this would be so much easier. But then this chassis might come in 20 different pieces, so we might actually have got away with it by only having it in 2 pieces. Are you still okay for gluing? I've forgotten your name, Dale. JC Brick says, "Hey Tammy and Ray."
Hey, JC.
Peter Webster says, "I'm going to wish you all good night now till next time. Got early start tomorrow." How'd you get on with the grandkids this morning, Peter? I meant to ask earlier.
Later, Peter.
Good night, Peter.
TBG to boldly go says, "Hi everyone."
Hey, TBG.
And JC Brick says, "Hey James."
Hey, TBG.
Yeah. Lord Peter, I'm looking forward to that very special drop in.
I am saying nothing.
Do you know what? I can't wait for the surprise because I don't know what it is.
Good.
So I'm looking.
Makes a change.
I do like unboxing video. Oh, we forgot to put a piece on, Tasha, on stage 1.
I know, it's that little knobbly thing.
I know why you didn't remind me. So, I don't want to put any pressure on you at all, Tasha. But if this little hook goes wrong, you won't be able to use the trailer.
Well, I won't have the trailer then. I'll have it next to it.
So the best tool you could probably have for this is your backwards tweezers. I don't know what the technical name is for them, but I call them backwards tweezers. They work the opposite of tweezers. And what I've done is I've just got them gripped in the tweezers with a little tab that we're going to glue exposed.
Well, I'm nowhere near that yet.
That's fine. So, on the double hole at the front, we've got these 2 holes at the front. We've got 2 little, like a triangle there that meets. That wants to be below on the bottom of the chassis.
Mm-hmm.
And then this hook wants to be pointing downwards because this is upside down. And we'll apply a bit of glue and we'll pop that in there. And it is quite a firm fit according to my dry fit. So once I'm happy with that dry fit, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dip this into my glue. So a little bit of glue on there. And let's say is a bit of a squeeze in there. If it wasn't for the fact that that trailer is actually designed to be connected, I probably wouldn't have glued it. But because we will be hooking a trailer up, I will glue it. But when you turn it the correct way up, that's what you should end up with. And
I'm nowhere near them. I didn't even see any of that.
Okay. And I think we should just do stage 3 and then call it a night for the build.
I'll be back shortly.
Because I think three stages is pretty good going, I think. And then we'll do some painting next week. And then we might even get some seats done next week. Oh! It's not a joystick, but there's little fiddly bits for you to get pingage with, Tasha, look.
That's all right. I'm kind of used to
the
that.
stick.
Gosh, it scared me.
Oh, yeah. Can I snap it?
You do whatever you want with it. It's your kit.
Kind of used to snapping things lately.
Well.
While losing them.
Or otherwise.
What? How do I know which
We got a really busy one tonight. So, guys and girls, we have got MP. How are you, my good friend? Oh, he's So, Manuel, how are you? What are you working on?
I'm just finished the welding of my.
Bear with me a sec. I'm just going to turn your volume up. Try that again.
I'm just finished the welding of my Russian command tank for World War II.
Nice.
From ICM 172 scale.
I like the weathering on the tires.
Yes, I put to create the effect of the mud and in the grills after the lights. I make some scratch in the window. I put the window down. You can see in the cabin.
Nice.
This is a little touch.
Oh yes, I see what you've done with the window. Yes.
Yes, I cut the window. Put to simulate the window down in the cabin. This scratch not anymore. All the in the spare wheel, every detail is.
That's really nice. I really like the paintwork on there.
And this is very tiny, can see my hand.
Nice. Right, so we have got lots of chat. TVG says hi everyone. JC Brick says hi James. TVG says hi JC. Teresa says night Lord Peter. Teresa says hi JC and TVG. And then TVG says, is Snowy alive? Are you alive, Snowy?
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm just being a little quiet tonight for once.
That's fine. Do you know, I would say that is probably the best optimum number of people on the stream, because look where the chat is in relation to the screens. I think that's worked out quite well. JC Bricks and Bill says, hey, Teresa. And that is the chat caught up with. So, Snowy, that definitely looks like you're doing Warhammer. I'd recognise those sprues anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They are very recognisable sprues, aren't they?
Yeah, doing the Primaris and Intercessors. I'm going back to my Space Wolves and adding some other details to them to make them look more Space Wolf.
For a minute. The Space Wolves are the light blue ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
I really struggled.
I added.
I really struggled to get into Warhammer 40k. Age of Sigmar, no problems. I love it.
I love Age of Sigmar.
Well, I used to do. I had a pretty big Khorne army, and I did try to do. Is it Dark Angels, the green ones?
Yes.
The only thing I really liked about the Dark Angels was they weren't red. I loved doing Khorne, but they were all red. So green is obviously the opposite end of the color wheel, and it was so nice to do greens.
Oh yeah. Where is? All right. Where is he hiding? You're talking about Dark Angels. I think is he in that one? No, he's not in that bin. What bin did I put him in? I've been organizing my models out, and I don't know what bin I put.
You sound just like me. I don't know where anything is, but I know it's in that big pile over there somewhere.
Yeah, well, I've got the Primarch from the Dark Angels that I started, and I don't know what bin I put him in now. I thought he was in this one, but I don't see him. I don't know where he went.
Right, JC Bricks is saying hi, Teresa. Smith Speeds is saying hi, all. JC Bricks is saying, hey, Mike, I've sent PM. And TVG, TVG says, well, you said live Willys. We did, and we've got at least 3 of them on screen today. That's not bad going, is it?
Oh,
You tell me where else you can see 3 live Willys on one stream. Smith Speed says hi JC. Right, I'm going to struggle with this. RSJ Judsky says hello crew and chat. And Teresa says hi Judsky. And Teresa says, oh, that's just me reading the chat wrong. Right, how are you guys getting on?
Doing well.
Doing good.
Good.
Oh, there he is. He's
Oh, you
off the
found
base.
him,
That's
did
why I
you?
can't find him.
Nice.
Yeah.
So have you got the body together yet, Tasha and Dale?
Yeah, I'm all done.
Excellent. So shall we just finish off with stage 3, and I'll just give Snowy a chance to show off there. Very nice.
Yeah, that's the Dark Angels Primarch.
Right.
Oh,
So
very good.
Primarch is like general officer.
Actually, it's the one that the whole army is created off of his gene seed.
Right. Okay.
So, a couple of them have come back now, and some of them are still missing in action or killed during the heresy.
Yes, I
Yeah,
see
that
on the group.
actually the Age of Sigmar stuff. I like some stuff from it, but I'm waiting for particular models from the old world to become available again because they're sold out.
I feel a bit betrayed by that, because when they brought Age of Sigmar out, they done away with a lot of the old models. So everybody went out and bought all the new models, and they cut all of the square bases off and they glued them onto the round bases. And now they've turned around and said, oh, all those models you've been buying for the last 9 years, half of them are useless. And the ones that you threw in the bin 9 years ago, we're bringing them back.
Yeah. Well, see, I originally, back around 4th edition, was actually looking at getting into Age of Sigmar, and I was looking at the old world and was looking at the rules for the two, and was like, yeah. But I decided, since they were bringing them back, I found some of the horses. I love the vampires.
Oh, yes.
The vampire blood knights are just absolutely beautiful. And I'm doing those. I've got those. I've got the Bone Arc ones, and then I've got. I'm waiting on the Brutonians to become available.
Oh, if only. See, when Bretonians, when I first got into Warhammer, I couldn't paint Bretonians. They're just too neat. And now that I'm a better paint, well, no, you have to get all the whites and everything.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I got into Chaos was, my friend had bought the Warhammer set, the one with the dwarfs and I think it was dwarfs and Bretonians in it, or could have been lizard men.
Okay.
But he was into the dwarfs, and I said to the guy at Games Workshop, I like them, but I can't paint. And he says, well, I got a little cheat for you. If you got Chaos, a very, very basic way of painting them is paint them all black, and then just dry brush black, a brass on them, and red, and that's 3/4 of your painting done. And that's what I did. And then as I became a better painter, obviously I started to paint properly. And then I started to get into all of the lore behind Khorne, and I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, actually, do I have? Can I get to them? Speaking of Khorne and Khorne demons,
I see Tasha's ahead of me there. See, she's so much better than she claims she is. She'll tell you how useless she is, and then she'll just get on with it, and it's like really, really good.
Yes.
I think Ron's told her off a few times for being quite negative, haven't you, Ron?
No.
No. Well,
I've told her off. It's like Screw.
We only had a laugh about my
so many times.
dino.
So, Tasha, tell me what I've got to do with this stage 3 then.
Stage 3, you got to look for A7.
Right, okay. Is this A7?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then make sure you've
I've just
cleaned it up.
Right. So how am I cleaning it up?
Right. That way, using your thingamajig.
The thingamajig, also known as a sanding stick.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
And then make sure the lumpy bits are on the outside at the bottom.
Okay, that actually works really well for me.
But turn it round.
So there's a lumpy bit there.
Yeah,
and
but turn
on
it round.
that side, there's no lumpy bits.
But that little curve goes at the bottom. On the back of your...
I'm just trying to adjust my camera.
That way.
Right, so
that goes on the back.
You want that lumpy bit at the bottom, do you?
No, top. You need that curvy bit at the bottom.
What, that bit?
Yeah, and it goes on the back.
Oh, you are right. Yeah, sorry, I doubted you.
And it goes on the back, not the front bit.
On the back, not the front. So if I put it there, does that look okay?
No, it goes on like that. Yeah, you got it.
Would you be happy with that?
Yeah.
So if I was using poly cement, where would I glue? Maybe along there?
Along there.
But if I was using thin, then obviously I'd
get round it like I did.
Yeah, so I'd just be looking for any connection points. I can see one in there and one in there, so they look good candidates, don't they?
Yeah.
Have you already done this, Dale, this bit?
I have.
Oh, see, everyone's ahead of me, aren't they? I do this. I underestimate people. I think, I'll give them a bit of time because I'm.
See, if you didn't say it was stopping at 3, I would have carried on.
Oh, it's fine.
Penny, I'm going to run. I got a thunderstorm rolling in, and I need to get to the shed after last night.
Don't run too hard because it's quite tiring to run.
No problem.
Snowy, we're getting it after you,
It's
Snowy.
been a pleasure you've been on. I've really enjoyed it. Please come back.
Yeah. All right, I will.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Snowy. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Bye, Snowy.
That means we'll be getting the storm after him.
Oh, lovely. So he passes it to you.
It usually goes Snowy, Connie, then me, if we get it.
No, I can relate to that because when I'm in Scotland, people will say, I'll be sitting there, I'll be like, oh, weather's quite nice today. And then Tasha might be saying, no, it's absolutely pouring down with rain. And then I'll look out the window the next morning, it's just like rainstorms. It's like the weather seems to travel up the country.
Yeah.
Except for London. London seems to have its own weather system.
Yeah. Morecambe has its own weather system as well.
Well, Glasgow's really strange. I used to say when I was in Wales, we used to get 4 seasons in a day. It would be sunny, snowy, rainy, windy, all in one day.
Yep.
In Glasgow, you can literally go over a hill and you've got completely different weather. It could be bright sunshine, go over a hill, it's snow everywhere, go over another hill, and the joke is you get 5 seasons in a morning. And it's you just really don't know what to wear when you go out because it could be sunny in the mornings, you think I won't have a coat, and then you get absolutely drenched. The next morning, Smith Speed, you're worse than me. We'll get to you in a bit, but another morning it'll be raining or cold, so you'll put a coat on. An hour later, you're just sweating buckets because it's so hot.
Yeah, right now, where we are, we're about a good hour and a half from Snowy.
Right.
But I'm more towards the beach.
So where are you state-wise?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. That is
Right
On
below
the
North Carolina.
East Coast.
Yep, East Coast.
Right. That is north of New York?
South.
South. Okay.
And right now, where I am, let me see what it is. Earlier, it was almost 88 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm so glad you guys work in Fahrenheit, because my first thought, being someone who works in Celsius, my first thought was,
I don't know how to convert that.
no, it's I would convert that to bloody hot.
Oh, well, it's hot. Yeah,
Well,
luckily I have air conditioning in the building.
88 degrees Celsius would be 12 degrees off boiling water point.
Yeah, it's hot here, but
Yeah.
we have air conditioning in the building, which is nice.
Yeah. Right. So hello Judsky. Hello Teresa Smith. Hi Judsky. Judsky says hello TBG model works. Unfortunately, I'm sorry it took me so long to catch up. Judsky says that Primark looks stunning. Is that truck a deuce and a half? Would that be aimed at MP?
Must be.
It was
Yeah,
the only one
so-
doing a truck. Do you know?
The name of the truck.
I don't know.
This is a This is a Steel 157. It is the model of this truck, the Russian truck.
TBG says, is that Manuel's Judsky? And then everyone's saying bye, Snowy. And then Smith B says, how much is Penny erected of that Willie?
Not much.
It's a 3-stage erection at the moment. Judsky says TBG model works. Where did you live in Wales, Penny? So I lived in Newport for quite a while, and I lived
in Rill.
Rill.
Near Riffin.
Is that sort of more north?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I loved it. I did love Newport. But it's a low cost of living but low income area. But it's just, it was just, you're not gonna be super rich in Newport on their wages.
No.
TVG says they have all 4 seasons in a day in the Carolinas.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why I love my job. I'm under a roof all day. If it rains, I just turn my windscreen wipers on. And I just, one of the great things about English people is if you're driving, not so much Londoners, because Londoners don't talk to you. You don't talk to Londoners, and they don't talk to you.
Yeah.
But outside of London, it will be absolutely pouring down with rain. They'll get on your bus. They'll look like drowned rats, and I can almost guarantee the first words out of their mouth will be, "Oh, it's wet outside." So yeah.
What's for breakfast, Tammy?
You mean what's for dinner?
Oh, dinner, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me of dinner. Bear with me a sec.
Yeah, actually, since I was out here painting most of the day, the hubby, I took chicken out, so he's doing something with chicken.
All right. Oh.
I love a bit of chicken.
Yeah.
So we kind of have this on his day off. I don't expect him to do anything, but if I'm out here working, can he do dinner?
Sounds fair.
Because I always do breakfast. And if I don't do breakfast, I only get a banana.
Oh, really? How's Ray doing?
Oh, he is so he can't stand himself with everybody getting stuff off our wish list, and it's like he's peering out the window for the UPS guy and Amazon guy, and Carl and Michelle sent some stuff today, and he walked in, he went, holy, and I was like, excuse me? He's like, look at this, and I'm like, excuse me? But he wants this end scale up, and it's over his double main line. So it's going to work with his controller.
It's going to be nice.
He's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He's an awful supervisor. Awful.
Yeah, often I watch when you're doing the videos and that, and you can see him kind of like very like impatient on it.
It's just like I was painting all the wood, and these are the dowels that I am weathering to go underneath the panels, because the end scale is over the double main line.
That's right. Yeah.
And he comes out here and he's like, you missed a spot. And I was like, you might be better off going back inside till I'm done painting. Everyone's, oh, he's so cute. He has a great spot. He's a booger, let me tell you. But I love him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, he enjoys what he gets in that and everything, which is nice. I mean,
sorry, just bear with me a sec, guys. Judsky says TPG model works now. I understand. Yes, I live in Barry, Penny. Is that Barry as in Barry Bados, as they call it? Is it? I think there's a holiday resort there called. I don't know if it's called Barry Bados as a Mickey take, or if that's what it's actually called.
Who knows?
Who knows? Well, he'll know because he's not far. Dominique says, "Evening. How are you, my fine Dutch friend?"
Oh, Dominique.
We love Dominique. You'll see what he's working on. It's absolutely beautiful.
Hey, Dominic.
Justy says correct. Right. So, yeah, you brought up the subject of dinner, so I just remembered what I've got for mine.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I actually bought myself a new container from Sainsbury's.
Ooh,
it's very useful. It's actually it's quite a generic. Fits quite a lot of different things.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that is not fair. Why are you buying pink donuts?
Because the
pink donuts.
Because the donuts that I had yesterday, the vanilla custard ones, left 6 spoonfuls of sugar in the bottom of the bag. And I thought, at least all the sugar on these donuts are stuck to the donuts.
Yeah, but they're pink.
You want me to send you one?
Yeah.
For me, reserve one, please.
The pink donut.
I do. I don't know why, but I love chocolate, but I can't. Not really bothered by chocolate donuts.
No.
Chocolate ring donuts.
No.
But the pink ones are just.
Well, ever since we did the Candyland and Willy Wonka, I have to watch Ray because I'm losing lollipops.
Oh, no.
And Carl was like, oh, well, I'll send him some. No.
Oh, dear. So what did you think of that then, Tasha? Was that a suitable challenge for you?
Yeah, just I've got to be careful with the shakiness, but I do get there eventually.
Yeah, this is why I try and do...
Some things I need extra time with.
Yeah. What about you, Dale? How did you get on with that?
Yeah, all right. I've just had a quick flick through what's left, and it's going to start getting interesting.
Yeah. I think we've probably done the hardest bits. Those little chassis bits.
Yeah.
They're really fiddly.
Better than all of you. I think I've done better than all of you. Mine is actually painted.
You put a donut in there so I can have one.
There you go.
You could use that as a cookie jar.
Got donut now.
Not out to deliberately wind anyone up, but these donuts are gorgeous.
I only go for the pink ones. I don't like the chocolate one.
Hang on a sec.
One. She's late.
Again.
Does anyone remember I was saying the other day about my absolute favourite drink being AW Root Beer, but it's really hard to find?
Yes.
You found it.
Well, yeah, in the supermarket the other side of the road from the hotel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's literally about 30 seconds walk.
That's all right then.
And it's quite reasonably priced at £1. Well, I say reasonably priced. It's £1.50 a can, which is about the going rate for any can of drink. Anything input. I mean, what was it they had? There was something that I liked the look of, but it was like £5.
Oh.
And it was I can't remember. But the other thing I'm a little bit partial to, because I think it's a little bit strange. You know that marshmallow fluff you can get that you spread on bread?
Oh, with peanut butter.
Yes.
Peanut butter.
It's just the concept of spreadable marshmallows.
It's Fluffernutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we call it, Fluffernutter. And you can make, we called them triple deckers when we were younger. We'd go and put a layer of peanut butter and then fluff and then peanut butter and fluff.
Yeah.
And oh my God, now I want fluff.
And the other thing I really love, and I haven't seen these for ages, is Graham's Pop-Tarts. You know the Graham's not the what do you call them? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. S'mores Pop-Tarts.
Oh, we have those. Yeah, I mean we have. They came out with a waffle Pop-Tart.
Nice. And
a Boston cream Pop-Tart.
Mm.
And I'm like, no.
Crafting with Judy.
Yeah.
No.
Judy's. Hi, Judy.
That's it. Did someone say fluffer? Hi, everyone.
We said Fluffernutter.
Yeah. I can actually, Tammy, I can get mine at the American Air Force Base over here.
Oh, you're gonna have to get me some, Ron.
What, Fluffernutter?
Yeah.
Isn't Penny Fluffernutter anyway?
Yeah. But the s'mores, it doesn't sound that exciting, does it?
It doesn't. No.
A cracker with a marshmallow and a little bit of chocolate.
A Pop-Tart isn't a cracker.
No, I'm talking about the actual s'mores.
Oh, with the graham cracker and the Hershey chocolate and the marshmallow?
Yeah, it doesn't sound that exciting, does it?
No.
Until you actually try it.
I've tried it and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I'd rather just scoop a spoonful of Fluffernutter and I'll be happy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But no, I tried to share my enthusiasm of root beer, but everyone who tries it just goes, "Ooh, it tastes like cough medicine."
Oh, come on.
What, A&W root beer?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. Ray likes it.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's almost like it's creamy in a way, but it's also very nice as well.
Yeah. Now, what was the first time I ever had it, I was actually amazed by the cans. Now, you youngsters are going to laugh at me now because these have always had ring pulls like this.
Yes.
But when I first had root beer, British ring cans used to have a ring with it and used to pull the whole thing off. But the good thing about them was that you could separate the bit that goes there with the ring, and then you could use it as a little frisbee.
Yeah.
You can't do that with these. But I was just amazed by this ring pull. And now I've just snapped mine off, but I didn't mean to do that. I was just amazed by it, but now all cans are like that.
Yes, a lot of them are like it,
Right, so what are we up to? So Dominique, guess what I received in the post? So right, we have to first of all think what was happening when he decided, when we reminded him of that comment.
Yeah.
So we are doing a live stream of live Willys. We have been talking about marshmallows. So marshmallows and live Willys. I'm now thinking Ghostbusters.
No, I don't know. I stand corrected, but I think he's got something that he was waiting for.
Decals.
Or would he have already received this?
Decals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the decals.
I knew straight away what it would have been, or could have been.
So Crafting with Judy says, "Hi, my loves." Teresa says, "I have no idea what JPHI means."
Hi, Judy.
Oh, so JP's just silent, is it?
Yeah, just leave it. I do that.
Yeah.
I hate silent letters. I can't see the point. Why? Yeah, but they don't have silent numbers, do they?
No.
It's like when the government says you owe us £1,200 in tax.
Yeah.
Why can't I just write them a check for 200 and say that the one is silent?
Yeah.
Judski says hello, Crafting with Judy. Crafting with Judy says I love A&W and it's great. Yes, it's brilliant for floats. Judski says, so I got the truck totaling wrong, thought it was American. We had one of those tabs hanging on our Christmas tree for years when Dad used to drink brew. Judy's getting in with the spirit of the stream. Love me a good live Willy.
I love having a laugh with Judy.
Yeah. Smithby says, "Who's finding the Willy harder?" Yes, the Willy. The Willy is much harder than the Firefly.
See, I just have to keep my mouth closed.
Yeah,
Penny's finding it harder.
It is harder. I won't admit it. It's a very hard Willy today. So I'm just checking the time there. Yeah, it is after 9 p.m. somewhere.
Not here, it isn't. Raised inside, thank goodness. He'd be cracking up.
I think we are the modern two Ronnies here, aren't we?
Oh, he's heard it all. I'm not. I mean, he's 26 years old. Yes, he might be autistic, but he's not stupid.
No.
This is the thing. People with autism, they think they absolutely stupid and dumb. They ain't.
Nope.
No, I know.
Why is there a Y in dyslexic? It's an I to me.
Yes, why is dyslexia so difficult to spell?
I always pronounce it with an I because the Y don't make sense to my brain.
No, but it's like, but that's always been the joke, isn't it? Why is dyslexia so difficult to spell?
Because it's like the others, though, dyscalculia.
Is that so that when you put a claim form in for benefits, because if you can't spell it, you can't claim benefits for it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've mentioned this a few times, but in Norwich, you had the disability. You had like an assessment centre. It was like on the 27th floor of a multi-story building.
Yes.
And the joke being that if you made it to your assessment, you weren't eligible for disability benefits because you can get up 27 flights of stairs. And
give me 20 hours and I'll be up them.
Yeah, and if you didn't make it, you didn't get your benefits because you didn't bother turning up for your appointment.
Exactly.
Well, they finally get on the
all the time.
Right, MP says, hi, Judy. Teresa says, sorry, mistyped, sorry, Penny. Crafting with Judy says the 0 is silent. MP Model Plastic says, hi, Dominique. And Crafting with Judy says, uh-oh. And then Judy says, loves to you, Tasha.
Love to use Judy, always.
Yes.
She's been one of mine for day one of starting YouTube.
Yeah.
and it's really appreciated. But Judy, yeah, go and check her out.
Yeah, so I have checked her out a couple of times, and I'm like, woo!
And her sister. I raid and watch them.
That's fair enough.
Been great supporters.
It's one thing I miss about Twitch is being able to raid channels. It used to be so funny. When I first started streaming, I had a very low-powered laptop, and I was doing this stream, and I had about 2 or 3 people watching, and my laptop just really couldn't handle much more. And suddenly I got raided by someone who had about 200 viewers, and it just completely crashed my whole stream. It was just really funny. It was really nice, because that's kind of what you do. You're like, right, I raided them last time, so I'll raid somebody else, and you know, you'll get your turn, and it's great. And you'll be sitting there and you'll be thinking, I don't think this stream is going anywhere. There's not many people watching it. There's not much interaction. And then suddenly you've got someone pops in, big notification, so-and-so's raided your stream. You've now got 200 viewers. Obviously, most of them are tail off because that's not you they've come to see. But then all of a sudden your screen's popping up. So-and-so started following you. Da-da-da-da, bing, 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 bing. And you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's just really good fun.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at some comments. It just made me laugh.
Crafting with Judy, a closed mouth is no fun.
Exactly.
Is that an innuendo as well? Dominique Koku says hi, MP. Smith Speed says, whose is bigger? Well, it depends how much glue we've applied, I suppose.
If it's green, bloody hell, he's going to doctor.
Smith Speed says, I only came in to watch you play with the Willy. See, I told you, didn't I? I said, with that thumbnail, we'll get more viewers than we've ever had before.
Yeah.
And we've also got more people on the stream than we've ever had before. So I stick with my live Willies.
But that's not why I came in, because I didn't even read it. I just saw it was on Colossians.
Oh, you just thought there's Penny. She's really lovely. I'll join that stream.
Now I know why I like Mrs. Brown.
Oh, I love you too.
Okay, I don't feel upset or anything like that. Jusky's got a smiley thingy laughing.
It's a laughing face because of my comment, I think.
Crafting with Judy says, hi Manny. Jusky, great stream, but I have to go late as everyone. Thanks ever so much for popping in. We do appreciate it. Teresa says, take care, Jusky. Lindsay says, hello, everyone.
Hi, Lindsay. Hope you're well.
MP says, hi, Lindsay. Crafting with Judy says, no innuendo. Truth. Thumbs up, everyone. Who doesn't like a good Willy? And then Crafting with Judy says, "Love." Is that love you too or love you do?
Love you all.
Love you too.
Love you. Love everybody here. We've had a really good stream today. We've had some really good people pop in. Some have been in longer than others, and some have only just flown in. Brian, we had a clone of Ron popping in and keeps sitting in the green room.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. That it's like he's got twins or something.
Almost like he's got twins, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, probably have. I didn't know that.
No, it's been a really good day. Made pretty good progress on the Jeep. I will tone it down a bit and start calling it a Jeep. There's only so much fun you can have in a night, isn't there?
Yep.
Don't know. But if you think about mine and Connie's builds, that rolled over.
Yes.
Right. So, guys, now that we have a few people watching and a few people in the stream, we do have a Facebook group, which is the descriptions in the. Sorry, the link is in the description down there somewhere. It's all about group building. We will be doing our first group build in July. So obviously, from our point of view,
I'm just going to let you know if I can't join that one, it's because I'm moving.
Yeah, that's exciting, isn't it?
So if I can't join in, I'll be on the next one.
Well, we could always do a nice little starter set, and it'll just be. I think our streams will turn into,
Annoying
come and join us and do whatever you're doing. You know, we're trying to get some voting going for the group build from October. We'll do a 3-monthly, a quarterly group build, and because that last one of the year will run into December. My suggestion is
Hi, Ray.
the color red.
Nope. That's
so
Penny and Tasha and Dave.
Hi, Ray.
Hiya.
Move the camera up so you can see them.
Is that the one that you've been saying really bad things about for the whole stream? No, I was joking then.
Behave, Penny, or I'll slap you.
Come on. Hey, Ray.
Come
Hey,
on.
Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
how you, bud?
Oh, it might help if I didn't put in a felt light.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to help you.
No, don't touch.
You okay, Mom?
Yes.
How's your little house?
My houses are standing, so they're good.
Yo, Mom.
Ray, is it time for you to go back inside again?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't want to go back inside.
I know, he wants to be out here aggravating me.
Yeah, he wants to
I
come
bet
and
he
help
does.
you.
Help?
Yeah, that's all he wants to do is help. I mean, Ray, you're a very good guy. You're absolutely brilliant to help your mum.
That's a crappy camera, isn't it? I didn't ask you. Did you cook dinner?
Hello.
It seems that every time I put you on big screen, your camera works. As soon as I put you on small screen,
Hello, Ray.
Dude, you all right?
Are you? They asked, "Are you doing all right?"
that's a big work, isn't it?
I like your top.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, Ray.
Everybody know about what?
Hello.
Yeah.
Look at everybody saying hi to you.
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, what do you come out here to do?
I want to make sure they know. Make sure.
That I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. I knew that's what you were doing. Yeah.
Make sure they know.
So Judy says, "Hi, sweetheart."
Say hi, Judy.
Hey, Jay.
Mhm.
You Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, Mom's gonna put her camera back because you're aggravating me. Can you just get out here? Oh, sorry, everybody. You're gonna go on a little ride here.
All right. Dominic
Don't
says,
worry.
"Wow, that train track is big."
Oh,
Yeah.
God, look at that.
Yeah.
Fantastic work.
I'd be right in my element watching that.
I love trains.
I'll just live in
my
there.
entire flat, that is.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's just brilliant work what you guys can do. It's amazing.
And I bet you it's all Ray's work.
Yes.
Yes. From where he's
Do I
been
have to
helping you.
answer that?
Yeah.
No.
He will say yes,
Yeah, you would, yeah.
but that's
close to it.
Listen, if there was a train track like that in my house, I would claim responsibility.
I'll take that responsibility from you,
Yeah.
though, Penny.
Yeah, I know
Okay,
you
yeah.
would.
This camera is
Yes.
not made for long view, I guess.
No.
I just asked Tasha. I just started going on live stream, so I'm still trying to
Yes.
figure out cameras.
Yeah. It could also be my end because obviously because it's my program running, so you're all beaming into me and then I'm beaming you guys out. This kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm on hotel broadband, which is very good for hotel, but it's never as good as your home broadband, is it?
It's something.
Already started running trains.
Oh, he's running trains now.
Oh yeah.
There's Happy Bunny. Happy Bunny.
Guys, I'm going to be a bit naughty. I'm going to take 5 minutes again.
Can't beat a good running train set.
I can't take
like
5
doing it.
minutes.
You're all right.
Before you go, Penny, I'm going to show you what I've done while we've been here because I hear
Please
you
do.
that means dinner
Please
is.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that's nice.
And that's N scale.
Yes.
Yes,
Wow.
it's the upper level of your scale.
And that's going to go behind the N scale, which is above the double main line over there.
Yeah.
And these, like Snowy was saying, we just can slide these in and slide them out.
Yeah.
That way I can decorate them instead of decorating them over the railroad.
Yeah.
So you can actually redo them again.
Oh yeah, I could rip
So
them off.
that's cool.
Do you change things based on the seasons? Like, Christmas time, maybe you'd have a more Christmassy scene, and then just slide them out and put a spring one in.
On the N scale, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
On the HO, we do have a section. Watch out, move your body, right? Because you're going to be right in the middle of it. Way against that back wall where you see the trains on the shelf.
Yeah.
There is a staging yard, and there is one little triangle section that I can place a Christmas village. And I put it down during Christmas, and then I pick it up when we're done. It's not a permanent placement.
I'm just looking at that distance. Now I can see Ray walking in the background. It gives me an idea of how big that room is.
I'll take you to the, you're almost at the door coming in here. We probably still have another 5 feet.
Yeah. It's very big.
And
I am so jealous of that space.
Dog bone.
I could probably almost fit my part works in there.
Dog bone. And the only thing my husband has left in here is that.
Yeah.
What's that in the background? Is that a mannequin with something on it?
No, it's his riding lawnmower. And then I've got all my
No. What? Just to the left of it.
Those are deer heads.
Oh, okay.
He's a hunter, so when he kills the big bucks,
it's like a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I have my resin printers down on that end, and then filament printers, computer, and then the workbench.
Nice.
Awesome,
really jealous of that setup.
Very good.
That's a big space, that is.
It is. I'd have fun in that room with a load of craft going around.
Oh, Jenny, well, you could let your budgies out in that one, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Love
Fly
that.
around and join on. Could you imagine my budgie Gandalf going around on a train in there?
Just make sure you turn that fan off before you let the budgies out.
Okay, well, he whipped out. What did I tell you he was going to do when he came in here?
Make tea?
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, get the shop vac.
Yeah.
Because he saw the mess I made.
Oh,
he is over there hooking up the shop vac.
Oh, bless. That's lovely.
Yeah.
It's just a smile. As soon as you see him, it's the smile on his face. I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
We're going to go because I won't be able to hear you when he puts on that shop vac, but that's
No
all I
problem.
got done. And thank you for letting us join you
Well,
guys.
no, thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure and an experience as well.
Well, we appreciate you all.
No, you're welcome anytime.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Nice
No
to
worries.
see you, Tammy and Ryan.
Bye, Tasha.
Bye. Take care, both.
Bye.
Right.
See
So-
you, right.
Dominique says, wow, that train track is big. Lovely things from Judy. Hi, Judy, crafting with Judy. Penny, you got me all tingly with that tech talk. Lindsay says, excellent, Tammy. Dominique says, really great to see it like that. To Boldly Go, crafting with Judy, hi to Boldly Go, Model Works. Crafting with Judy says, love you. Judy, I've told you, private message. To Boldly Go says, bye, Tammy and Ray. And I think that is the chat caught up with. Makes a change, doesn't it?
For you, yeah.
Yep.
Makes
Right,
sense for you.
guys, I'm going to do a runner for 5 minutes.
Oh, God,
Okay.
here we go again. We have a party.
You can have a party anytime. You just wish you'd invite me more often.
Oh, that's it. It's,
For
it's
some
not my fault. You keep
For
bugging
some
me off.
reason, you always wait till I'm gone to have a party.
Saturday.
I feel a bit left out. I'll see you in 5.
Just come in 5 minutes.
I think that's everybody's dream workspace there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely a workplace I'd like. I've got to get some Dettol.
I do honestly believe I reckon I could get my little flat in that workspace.
See, when I move, the living room will be the budgies.
Yeah.
Because it's technically how they are now, because they're my pride and joy. They get the whole room to themselves.
Yeah.
My bedroom is basically where I am when I'm not with them. So it's basically my craft room as well as I sleep and watch TV.
Yeah.
Technically all in one for me.
Well, I've got half my stuff in the living room. I've spent the last couple of days just trying to reorganise and have a little swap round. I've got my painting booth and everything in the bedroom. Because I've got carpet in there, with me having the compressor, it doesn't vibrate so much and it's not so loud as it would be on the wooden floor that I have in the living room. So I'm trying to get it all in one space. I think I might sell my sofa because there's only me rattling around. I might say we'll just have a recliner to watch TV and just have everything all in one room. But
Yeah, it's like me. My work bench is my living room. My bedroom is my back.
Yeah, my budgies get everything before me.
That's the when we live in an apartment, it's more small.
Yeah, my bedroom's technically like that. It's getting that way. Builds everywhere.
Yeah.
Mainly other stuff, not models.
Like my models, I can put it in the box, and I go and put it in my bed. I don't have space to put. If I put all my models, I cover all the walls of the room.
Yeah.
It's not possible to me. I build, then I put in a box to protect from the dust.
Miss Bees, I can put a face to MP. I already knew what MP looks like. He's been in before.
Yes, it does pop up occasionally, usually in the green room. He'll bring his camera up, but it does pop on now and again. Model making's brilliant, MP. What you do, it's absolutely fabulous. Some of the techniques that you've shown us how to do certain things are wonderful.
It's a matter of passion, like for me.
Yeah.
Modeling is a passion.
Yeah, and it shows in your work as well.
Because I don't have much time to model, only in the weekend, because when I work, I have more later to work, and then I'm going to the highway to drive from home. It's about 7, 8 o'clock when I arrive at home. I work in the city of Porto, then I go to, I can put out to I pass about 2 bridges over the river, then I come back, and again another journey. Sometimes I'm in my father's house, because my father lives in Porto, and sometimes I have some time with him, and I sleep in his house.
Yeah.
And then in the final of the weekend, I go back to my home. I live with my sister.
Yeah.
That's life.
Well, Penny absolutely loved it today because I had Gandalf in here. And she was playing a YouTube, right? And he was doing these little tweets like he was trying to answer. And Penny goes, "Can you answer?" And I went, "Yeah, I know him. Know him too well, that boy. But he likes a bit of me and him time, that one. So he's the one I want on my shoulder. So I'm bringing him in here now and again."
Yeah.
And she was just playing a video, and it was just so funny. It was at one end of the cage. You could see the laptop, the screen, everything, and he just went straight to this end to watch there. It was so cute to see him like that.
I love when the birds they go hop off the cage and the only flying with the rope, then they go back.
Mine do, bar the two babies. If once they're out, them two, you just gotta wait till they go back in when they're hungry.
Yes.
I have such trouble with them two babies. It's literally unreal, and I've got to put pegs and all sorts down on them so they can't get out in the night. But they'll get out. That little green one. Oh my god, she's my troublemaker.
Really?
Yeah, my green one is the troublemaker. She gets out of that cage. I'm like, "How did you get out?" And I worked out she can lift the bars up where the food are.
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Really?" But no, Gandalf's my little boy. He's my trainer.
You can see, Natasha, I don't have words, but I have my two friends here. You can see.
Doggies!
In my bed.
Hello, doggies.
Two dogs. One's it's a female, and the other one is a male. We are sleeping.
I'm just into nature itself, man.
Yes, I love dogs. All entire my life, I have all dogs about 40 years old, and along the years, some ones of they have already died, but I have always dogs in my life.
Yeah.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
And I don't have an important rule. I don't buy dogs. I have what they have lost. All of my dogs, abandoned dogs, I keep for him.
Yeah.
And my sister, it's the same thing. My sister have some cats too.
Yeah.
It's for me. They are the very true friends.
Definitely.
They give all for us and don't ask for anything.
My birds are my pride and joy. And you know, if it weren't for Mickey and Minnie, my original two, I wouldn't be there.
This show has gone downhill. First we were talking about little Willys, now we're talking about birds.
No, and dogs, get it right.
And dogs.
Yeah, behind Manuel.
Natasha, see my dogs in my bag.
Oh, bless.
They're behind him.
I think you deserve a big screenshot there.
Yeah, they are sleeping. I'm going to show you. You can see here.
Oh. Living the dream, look.
Yeah, they are sleeping.
Yeah. I've made my home. I'm laying in it.
It's I don't think my cable's going to reach. Yeah,
I
do.
Troublemaker, Natasha. Yeah, that's you, Mike.
Looks like Manuel sleeping on the sofa.
Apparently I've spent some money.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, so that's my subscription to TubeBuddy. It's gone through. So that's the trouble. I have money and then people just take it. I think they know when I get paid, because suddenly it's like, you've paid so-and-so to this, and all my bills go out.
Yeah.
I just sent you invite in the group in Facebook.
Yep. Sorry, say that again, MP.
I just sent the addition to the group in the Facebook.
Okay, I will look for that then. I see it, yep.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I've got to read the answers. Yes, we've got someone who's answered the membership questions. So the membership questions, I won't read your answers out, MP. If money was no object, what would be your next build? And then it's just in this group, we are welcome to promote other relevant. That's just but yes, I'm kind of interested in the what would be your next build, kind of. But Manuel, you bottled that one, didn't you?
My next build is going to be. I have already the kit. Don't write. It is going to be a Messerschmitt 109 in 132 scale. It's a limited edition from Edward, the Condor region.
Nice. Nice. And whatever you do, I know it'll get done well, won't it?
I'm going to try.
Sorry, Penny, I didn't even check my notifications on my phone for that.
Because it's a big scale, 132. My first one is the Albatross.
I see the sexist football jokes are coming out on Facebook now. With the introduction of female referees for the first time in the Premier League, players have been warned that they may get booked for fouls they committed years ago that they'd completely forgotten about.
Yeah.
No, I can't find that picture I was looking for, but it was a picture of my two cats asleep on the little cushion on my craft desk, and I'm like, yes, I can get on with some modelling now.
Yeah. Oh well.
One's quiet. That's unlike him. I've missed some chat out here.
Possibly.
No,
I'm laughing at Lindsay's.
Oh yeah.
What's that? Willies and birds go together, eh? Yeah. Well, you know, if you're a bit clever, you can make anything funny, can't you? Or a bit rude, or it's just how you say it, isn't it? Oh yeah, Messerschmitt 109. Oh yeah. Right, shall we plan some streams?
Yes.
Oh no, I've got my weekly email from Hannon's just come in. Saturdays is always a struggle for me because I get emails from Hannon's, E-Models, Jedlams, and I open the email up and I go, oh, that's lovely. That's a lovely kit. Oh, that's nice. No, must delete the email.
Yeah, so some temptation.
Yeah, it's just, especially the Hannon's one.
More kids for now.
Well, the Hannon's one.
You can see my back, that closet, Dennis, in my back.
Yeah.
That closet, it's full of kids.
Yeah. Hannon's is always the tricky one for me because they list their second-hand kits. And you know that from the nature of them being second-hand kits, it's once they're gone, they're gone. Yeah. So you're like, oh, yes, I want that. I must buy it now.
Sometimes very cheap and very good.
Oh, that's interesting. They've taken a duty off me. On Wednesday, I'm spare early. Oh. Okay. Right, so I'm only going to be able to stream once more this week.
Right.
This 3 weeks, which is going to be the 28th of April. They've given me 2 days off. So if we stream on the Sunday, the 28th, would that be all right for everybody?
Will be for me.
And then the following Sunday, I'll be going home. So we could possibly, let me just check my rail. I'm going to be posh here. My rail itinerary. Theoretically, I should be home for about 5 o'clock. So we could, but then I tend to do my update on the Sunday, don't I?
Yeah.
And then I'll be.
Won't you have deliveries by then? By the time you get home? So you could do an update with an open the boxes.
Yes, which we always find fun.
Yeah.
And then the Monday I'll be off, but I don't know what I'm doing on the Tuesday. Kilmarnock. I love Kilmarnock. I won't say anything bad about them, other than you don't get your next. Is that you trying to go, Dale?
No, Lindsay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I didn't want to be rude and jump in on you.
No, please do, because there's nothing worse than saying goodbye to people half an hour after they've already left. So yeah, take care, Lindsay. Thanks for popping in. Always appreciate it. But then thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, so I won't know what I'm doing at Kilmarnock until the Friday before, which is a bit frustrating. At least with barking, I know 3 weeks in advance. But
Well, just remind me of dates because I'll end up forgetting. I can probably get a couple of streams in the week.
Yeah, well, I say you're always welcome to stream.
Raid it all.
Yeah, in fact, if you want to do a stream and tackle the Willys Jeep on your own, you're welcome to go for it. And then if you struggle, you can always go, okay, fine, I'm struggling here. But I'm sure if Ron jumps on, he'll be able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can annoy the Ron.
If you need help, Natasha, just asking me, I help you.
Yeah. It's a lovely little kit. It's just very small.
Yeah. I like that kit.
There is a build me and Ron will be doing.
Yes.
Now I need to know what plane it is and where I get it from and what colours I'm going to need.
Well, if you want me to share it, I've still got the page up from when we were talking about it yesterday.
Go ahead.
Would you like me to?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Somebody dreamed in.
Okay, I can't find it now. There we go. So this is what you'll be doing.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So I don't think it's very expensive for what it is.
Yes, from Edward, it's very good, and this is the coffee pack they have photo it.
So I could bore you to death with all the product timeline if you want, but basically it's 2023 new parts. So I guess they produced a basic version of it, and then they've given you new parts to make it an FM1.
Yes. Yeah. And they have that one from Airfix in the new tool. Very good.
Okay. I did show Tasha the instructions last night, and
well, that's probably gone over my head.
No, well, right. So it's one of those things that it might look complicated, but like all things, if you just take it one stage at a time, it's is it this one? Or is it that one?
I just need to know the paints that I need to get, to be honest, and where I get that from on Tuesday.
I think it's still trying to load it up. Yeah. My computer's struggling at the moment because it's doing quite a lot.
Sorry to interrupt, Dennis. For that plane, the most tricky part it's the landing gear.
The
landing gear, it's have very tricky parts, very mobile parts. It's a characteristic for that plane because it's an airfield plane.
All my planes can't bloody land. They got no wheels.
Is it because normally the wheels go into the wing, but on those ones it actually tucks into the fuselage?
Yes, normally the landing gear in the planes they are like two sticks.
Yeah.
But in the Wildcat it's very difficult because they have some parts articulated.
I will get landing wheels on one of these days. I tell you.
Just keep trying, and you'll get it.
But if you don't like with the landing gear, you can close up and put in flying position.
Yeah.
No problem.
It's why it's better to cock up on the landing gear than say the wings, because if your Mustang had no wings, that might be a bit of a problem. Yeah. But if it's got no landing gear, we just cover it up and say he's in flight.
Yes. There's always another solution.
You've done well, Tasha. The only criticism I'd have is you focused on the things that you aren't doing quite as well, when you're not giving yourself enough praise for the bits you do well. I mean, we all do that anyway. It's very scale modeler to show someone a kit and they go, "Oh, that's really nice," and then we'll go, "Yeah, but I'm not happy
Can
with
you
that
remember
bit."
where I put my wheel last time?
Yes, halfway up the fuselage. No, it's funny. It is funny.
Oh, I had to make someone laugh, you know.
There we go. Teresa says nothing stopping her from doing a stream and building something else. Well, you normally do it anyway, don't you? Because you you do a little bit of variety, don't you? A bit of I'm going to call it Lego style, but I suppose the correct term would be building blocks.
Yes.
Yeah. Judy says, "Great, Tash, love it."
Another possibility, Ben,
Is that another one of those? Is that another one of those phallic Lego blocks?
I call them fuzzy blocks.
Fuzzy blocks.
Because you got to put them on sideways and
Oh,
then build
look,
up.
he's got a rainbow. Is that a rainbow on his head?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
So
There's a doggy.
And it keeps you out of trouble, doesn't it?
Well, you would have thought so.
Well, all right. So it creates a different sort of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a rainbow with little colors.
But I enjoy it, so I'm doing stuff that I enjoy, not what I don't enjoy.
Listen, it's stopping your head from making you do bad things.
Yes.
So that's all good, and it gives you a bit of focus. I know that with me, it's like I can't wait till my next model session. Oh, I told you that they were trying to get me to go into work today. So they rang me Thursday.
You didn't tell me this.
All right. So they rang me Thursday. I did. I sent you a message. I said, boss asked me if I could work Saturday, and we both had a good giggle.
Yeah.
So they asked me to work Thursday, and I said I can't. Then they rang me up again. Sorry, Wednesday this was. Then they rang me up again on Thursday. Then I got a phone call yesterday from the same person who rang me on Thursday. And then I got a phone call this morning. Can you come in today? And I'm like, yeah, the first phone call I've had about this. I said, I can't. It's because, so I'm on a 6-day week. If I work 7th day, I end up hitting higher rate tax. I just pay so much tax.
Yeah.
And yes, I still earn extra money, but is it worth earning that little money when you've already done 6 days in the week?
Yeah.
Now, my working week runs from a Monday to Sunday, but in Barking, their week runs from Saturday to Friday. So they were saying, well, can you work Saturday and we'll give you a different day off in the week? I said, well, that doesn't work for me because a different day off in the week would be next week. So if you take a day off me next week, I'll then be asking for it back because I'm only on a 5-day week then, and I want 6. So they're like, oh, all right then, fair enough. It's just because of this working week thing. Penny, you could do the work in lieu of days off, but no, see, I don't like all this owing days and stuff. I'll go into work. I want paying for it. Although I did do a little sneaky thing when I was at Bow Road. They kind of screwed me over and gave me a 7-day week, and I said, look, can I take one of those days off and put it on to the next week? And they said no. And I said, look, it's really not worth me working 7 days. So I had a word with accounts, and I said, could you do me a favor? Would you be able to forget to pay me one of my days and only pay me 6 days? And then I'll remind you and we'll put it on the next week. And they said, yeah, we can do that. So I got paid 6 days for a 7-day week. And then the following day I only worked 5 days, but then I got paid 6 days for it. And I just went, right, fine, I'll have an extra day off next week. And that worked out quite well. Because of the hidden higher rate tax, I get paid more for doing a 6-day and then a 6-day week than if I did a 7-day week, then a 5-day week. Because they hit you for the tax, and you don't seem to get it back when you work less hours, do you?
Nope.
So, and as I said, as I said to one of the managers, I said I do like Nicola Sturgeon, but I absolutely refuse to pay her legal bills.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I get back to the hotel and she's on the news. Apparently, her husband has now officially been charged.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying his legal bill.
No.
I would. I mean, I can't now because she's not up for election. But I'm happy to vote for her. But giving her more money than I need to, no, I got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
So. Right, so how's everyone diddling today?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Good. Right, so our next stream is going to be in a week's time? A week tomorrow.
Week tomorrow.
Yes.
But hopefully on Tuesday I can order the plane. If I know where to get it from, and I'd need to know the colour of paints I need.
Model.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think
can't work all that out.
Well, if you want me to go, because I'm off tomorrow, but I'm in early Monday, so I can't do a stream. But if you want me to go through some of the paints with you, because we went through it a bit quickly last night, didn't we? Because the paints listed for that model are all Mr. Colour paints, the H and the C numbers.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That confuses me.
Right. Okay. So you'll have two choices. You can buy the Mr. Hobby Colour paints and use those exactly as the instructions say. And a lot of people out there will say that's a good plan because they are good paints.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if you want to use a different brand, you can convert them. There's a couple of different programs out there that will convert from one manufacturer to another.
Yes,
It just depends on. Yeah, I mean, I use Hobby Color Converter. Yeah.
That one that I just sent to you, the real color mixer, you can create.
Yes. Yeah.
In the real time.
The main problem I can see is that most of us with some experience of painting, we have a favorite brand. So we want to convert into our favorite brand. Because all you've ever used is Airfix paints, you don't have a favorite brand. So we kind of need to get you like a pot of Mr. Colour and a pot of Humbrol and a pot of AK. No, I'm just talking about which one are you saying no to?
Humbrol.
Wow. See, no, I think their second generation paints I think are all right. I do like them.
They have the little spot with the drop, the new ones. They don't.
I do have.
They're not the best paints, but they can work with that.
Right, I did. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I've got this one in blue and one in red, which I bought for the West Ham Spitfire, and I thought they were really good.
Yes.
I mean, my favorite paints. See, I put a little shake. I can't remember if they come with a shaker ball or if I put one in.
Hi to Kenneth. He's popped in for 5 minutes watching us.
Yeah, hi Kenneth, watching my favourite YouTube people while on my 50. Do you know what? Comments like that will get you everywhere. But yeah, these are all right. But I mean, I might send you one of these, and then you can give it a go. But also remember, not every brand seems to do every color that's brilliant. whatever brand you get, you'll get a color where you'll just go, that's a load of crap. I love my AK Interactives, but I won't touch their metallics.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I like my metallics. I love my Vallejo acrylic metal color. Yeah, but I won't buy their model colors. I don't think they're that good, and I know people out there that swear by Vallejo model color. So this is obviously all this is achieving, Tasha, is to confuse you.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. It's gone right over my bloody head now.
You have to avoid the discussions about favorite paints, because you will get people that will say you must buy this, you must buy that. Ideally, you need to discover the paint that you like.
Yes, it is most important.
Yeah. And the paint that you like may be completely different from the paint I like. So,
and sometimes, for example, I have craft paints. They use with a tissue, and they are very good in the tube. I work with paints in the tube, and I can do a very good work like a Vallejo.
Yeah.
The experience of the mixing the paint and paint the right point.
See, theoretically, if you knew how to mix colors, you only need 5 colors.
Yes.
Black or white and the 3 primary colors.
Yes.
And then you can make any color you want from those.
With that one, you can do thousands of colors.
Yeah. I mean, I just go by the. I'm going to buy the color in the exact shade I want from a little pot, and have 200 bottles of paint sitting on the shelf. But yeah, that's the difficult bit. Is just finding your brand of paint. So whether you go down the route of that paint is close enough, or you go out and buy the exact shades of paint that you want, that's down to you.
The most important, Natasha, is you have in your local shop more nearly to you. You are putting the paints for you to work.
Yeah. Here's an idea for you, Tasha. That might sound stupid. It might be a terrible idea. It might be really good. Join Facebook for your local free site. You know, every group, every area has items for free in such and such an area, right? Pop a little post in saying, "Look, I'm new to modeling. Does anybody have any paints that I can borrow?" Yeah, and then I just want to try out different brands. You might make connections with fellow modelers in your local area, and B, I'm sure someone might chuck you a few bottles of paint. They probably won't be the colors that you want, but if someone chucked you, they might have like, oh well, this jar of Mr. Color is almost empty, and I bought a replacement. You can have my old jar, and then they might chuck in a couple of Vallejo model colors, and then just have a little, and maybe get yourself a bit of plastic cards. Get a bit of primer down on it and just sit there painting. If you can, they're hard to come by now, but plastic spoons. Just do some painting on.
Example. Or for example, if you have little PET bottles with plastic, you just join some bottles.
There you go.
Just primer every bottle. For example, very expensive.
Do you buy any drinks or water in plastic bottles, Tasha?
Flavored water.
Yeah, there you go then. Keep the bottles and paint those.
Yes, paint one in black, one in white, and you can see the changing the base of the color. It's very easy.
Yeah,
and you are going with some experience. The feeling of the color you experience in your workbench is very good. That's why I'm always learning.
Yeah, so just join Facebook and say, look, I'm a modeler and I'm very new and I don't know what brands. Does anyone have any paints I could borrow just to try out? And I'm pretty sure some people will give you, one person might give you one pot. Because I had a post in my area someone's they've got a craft group where they've got like a youth club, and they're doing scale models. And they said, "Has anybody got any scale model paints?" And I had a big box of paints where I've started my collection again. And I just went, "Yeah, there you go. There's an archive box full of paints." And I know that they're going to a good place because it's helping the kids.
Yes.
So, you know, and you often see little pleas in the community, don't you? I need this, I need that. Can anyone help? Most people can't help, but then you get one or two that can. And they're saying you'll end up linking up with fellow modelers.
Yeah.
So, and then they might say, "Oh, come along to our modeling group. It's on every third Monday of the month." And then you'll be saying to me, "Penny, I'm sorry I can't stream on that night because I'm off down the local modelling club." No, but it's all good. The more modelers you network with, the better you become.
Yes.
And then you'll get to a point where you'll start passing tips on to people less experienced than you.
Yep.
And you'll come home and you'll go, "Bloody hell, I gave someone some advice today." And I'll go, "Told you would."
If you need help, Natasha, just asking.
Oh, Dale, you're very quiet sitting in the corner.
Yes.
He is very quiet. Is he on mute?
Hello there. Your mic is on.
Just swinging backwards and forwards on his chair.
The mic.
I'm on mute. I'm talking away.
Yeah.
Your mic is mute.
Dominic says, "Yes, tomorrow afternoon I have a meeting of the model making club. We are going to sit in the pub." Now, there you go. There's the hard sell for you, Tasha.
Yeah.
Join a model making club, and you two can go down the pub.
Yeah.
So you go down the pub on your own, you look like an alcoholic. You go down with a group of modelers, you look like a good, creative, good member of society.
Yeah, it's the people out there, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, there's a really nice club in Kings Lynn for gamers. I learned an awful lot from there. I used to chuck a few paints in a little toolbox, take a couple of models, and I'd just go down and I'd do some painting. And that was all I did. And then obviously you'll get someone else come along and they'll be like, "Oh, how did you achieve that?" And I'll go, "Well, I did it this way." And then someone else will say, "Well, I do it this way." And then you go, "Oh, that's interesting. I'll give that a go." And it's just, and then I got invited to play D&D with them. And that was quite interesting because I hadn't played that. Actually, I got kicked out of one group. Well, no, I played this character.
All about Penny, doesn't it?
No, I played this one character. He was chaotic good, chaotic lawful. Basically means he can just do whatever he wants on a whim. And we went into some cave and it was nice and quiet. So I had a bit of a funny turn and I just went, "Let's cast a thunderclap spell." And I woke up about 20 different monsters and half the group died. And they didn't like me after that. And I went, "Listen, I was in character." But yeah, I am the sort of person, if you go into a dark corner, I would probably cast a light spell. Oh, can't see, I'll cast a big light spell. And then suddenly you get attacked by everything because now they know where you are. But that's me all over. Yeah, sadly, I've never had a D&D character that reached about level 10. I always seem to die before then for some reason. but I think that emulates my life. I'm just happy being here. Dominic says the owner loves what we make. And
See, I did it round there. There's too many heads.
Well, listen, you're not going to be a Morecambe girl much longer, are you?
No, I'm not.
So you're going
No
to
one's
be.
going to know where I live. That's going to be brilliant. No one can find me.
Well,
I'll be able to find you.
You won't. You won't get my address.
No.
I'll be the first one with it.
I got a feeling Ron knows people who knows people who knows people.
Good
and
luck.
They could come and kill you in your sleep, and you'll never know they're there.
No, I'd like to see him try with my baseball bat underneath my bed.
Yeah. Bless. Ron's too nice for that. He'll just leave it as I could if I want to, but I really don't want to. Yeah. So Dominic says, but he's going to do something else until the next. So that sounds interesting. I'm pretty sure he'll share that with us.
Yeah.
So we'll play a little game tomorrow, Tasha. See whose Amazon guy turns up first.
All I'm going to say is, if it's my normal guy that I get, he's a really nice guy, and he always rings when he's outside.
I'm surprised you get, because I've never seen an Amazon guy who's regular. And I
get the regular on around here.
I think that's much better to do it that way.
And he'll always ring me, and I got answer. He goes, "I've got an Amazon delivery for you." And if I can't make it down, I give him a certain code.
Yeah.
And if I'm okay, I'll say, right, give me a moment. I'll come down. Give me 2 minutes. He will sit in his van until I've got my parcel.
Oh, that's
and then he'll go. As long as I've got there and got the parcel.
The best delivery guy I've ever had, believe it or not, was a Hermes guy. And I've right. Well, I lived in a shared house in Newport. The front door was never locked, and I lived on the top floor. And I said to him, I've got a fridge. We put it in the general hallway, but there's a little gap by the fridge. And what he used to do, he used to come in. If I didn't answer, he would come in the house. He would go all the way upstairs. He'd push the parcel where the thing is. He'd take a picture of it, and then he'd send me an MMS message. And so quite often, if I was expecting a delivery, I'd leave a couple of beers there for him because he used to go above and beyond. Now, I've always said generally, Every and Hermes are generally the worst company I've ever dealt with, but that is the best courier I've ever dealt with.
My best one from Every Hermes is Chris.
Yeah. But no, I said to the last Amazon guy, because he couldn't find the place, and there is 3 22s all within a short space that you can see 2 other 22s, and they get a bit confused. And last time he rang me up and he says, I've got number, I'm outside your door, but I'm not sure if it's your door. And then I come out and he could actually see me from outside. And I said to him, I go, why do you guys not do the same route all the time? If you did the same route, yeah, it's difficult at first, but once you found the houses, you know what you're doing. You could deliver everything in half the time. And if you're paid by the drop, it means you could earn twice the money because you know what you're doing. And then, and he says, no, we don't do it that way. They get different round every day. Smith Speed says your Amazon driver looks after you, Natasha, because he is frightened of you.
No, he actually one of the ones that care.
Yeah, they do exist, don't they? Courier drivers who care.
He absolutely cares, and if it was him today, he would have rang.
Yeah.
Literally ring me, not ring Peter. He would actually ring me because Peter's got certain notes on for me for delivery.
Right. If I was the Amazon courier driver, I would be shouting through the letterbox, "Oi, get your ass down there and get your parcel."
See, if it's Royal Mail and I hear random banging on the door, I know it's for me. I just go down.
Right. No, that's fair enough.
But
see, this is the thing. It's I mean, I've had this when I was a courier driver. You're time limited. You got a very short amount of time. You really can't afford to be waiting 20-30 seconds for them to open the door. You need to be getting on. But at the same time, if you have someone that has issues, you can't. It's like if you got an old lady that takes 30 seconds just to get out of her armchair, if you just bugger off and leave it, that's seen as heartless. But although saying that, a lot of the older folk, I've seen a lot of notes on doors that says, "Dear parcel, delivery driver, I am slow to answer the door. Please give me extra time." And I don't mind on that one. And in fact, I had one. They were never ever in, and I'd card them, and they were quite a way out. And I used to card them, and then they'd be in the next day, or they'd leave a note that said, "Please leave safe." So I actually arranged for them. I had their telephone number, and I'd actually send them a text if I had a parcel for them. And if I got them early enough, they'd leave me a note before they left for work. And then when I went to their house, because it's like 20 miles out of my way, and when you go 20 miles and you're being paid by the drop, and you got to pay for your fuel, so you got to spend sort of 40 miles worth of diesel, and you're not making any money on it. It's really frustrating. So if they can just leave a note to say, "Please leave safe somewhere," you're not wasting your visit then, are you? So, but saying that, I don't know if I could ever do
at
driving
least
again.
when I move, which hopefully it's soon.
You'll have a new courier driver.
Yeah, I could have.
You just got to hope that your courier driver doesn't move to your round with you.
Oh, that'll be funny, especially if it's a nice one.
Can you imagine him knocking on the door with a parcel? You answer, and he goes, "Oh, bugger, I thought I'd got rid of you."
I'll go, "No, dream on, mate."
Oh, right. You guys happy ending the stream, or do you want to carry on for another few hours?
No, I'm quite happy because I'll have to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I won't be able to stay.
It's been fun. I think we've actually done quite a lot, to be honest with you. Quite a complex little build.
And I nearly went ahead and carried on with number 4.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. All it is just gluing the chassis onto
I
the
was
frame.
just literally just miles away. Took it all.
No, that's really good. No, that's a really good sign, because your first build, every time I said you need to do this, it was usually met with, "Oh God, I don't know if I can do that." Now you're talking about running away with this and getting on with it. So that just shows the progress you've made.
Yeah, step by step, Natasha, you are going to.
When you stop focusing on your negatives, Tasha, you'll start to realize how good a modeler you actually are. I know you're like me. You can't take a compliment.
Nope.
You do know how good you are, but you just can't admit it. And you're just like me on that one. Because even
when you will build a model, you are going to feel the good is going to modeling.
Yeah. Well, look, you currently have 3 very good builds on your shelf.
And where?
Well, wherever you put your models. But you have
one's only next to me, so I took it off TV to show Brian earlier.
You have 3 good models that have each been. The first one is good, and each one's been getting progressively better.
My tank's my favourite still.
Which one is?
My tank.
Yeah, no, you've done well on that.
That's my favourite one out of the two.
So, am I detecting that you are sort of, your interest level is pushing towards the armoured vehicles?
Yeah.
Not sure. But I did well on that one.
You did do well.
You've done well in all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's what we've got to work on.
maybe get you a couple of little extra tanks then, and see how we go from there.
Yeah.
Because if you're starting to say that Firefly is your favourite, then it might look like. I mean, is it your favourite because of the way it was built, or is it your favourite because you like the way it looks?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the way it looks and how well I worked hard on it in a different way. These planes, where the planes is, I don't think I've got focus enough for it.
Right. Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was focusing so well on the tank to the plane.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Just
it's
the only
about.
thing I've only done 2 tanks. It's Firefly. Well, I've done the Tiger 1, and then I'm
I'd give
working.
anything to go, like, but
Yeah, well, I'm now working on that 35th scale one, and
I mean, I'll still do planes.
I've done 2
work
tanks.
up on my painting, but
well, I don't know. The tanks seem to get more fiddly the larger the scale, for some strange reason. Aeroplanes seem to get easier with the bigger scales because the parts are bigger, but with the tanks, they go, it's a larger scale. We'll just put more fiddly bits in.
That's coming to me, Ron.
And for example, in the tanks, you can upgrade the model more than a plane. Then a plane, it's limited.
Yeah.
To put some extras. Some planes, we can put some extra. Like a cargo plane, we can put some supplies, and it's different. But in a tank, we can put storage, a figure, a diorama. It's expensive.
But it's like the 72 scale tanks. They go, right, it's very small. Here's the track all in one piece. 35th scale, the one I'm doing, right, okay, we've got more space. We'll make her do the individual wheels, and then we'll give her a bit of rubber. And then suddenly you get to like 1 to 16th, and you think that's going to be nice. That's going to be bigger. No, you now got to make the individual track links.
Yes.
Even
400 bloody.
Yeah. Different
But yeah, it's like my next tank, I'm going to end up having to do individual links. And there's like 50 odd links on each side.
And depends the tank.
Yeah, or however many there are, yeah. So that will definitely be inventing new swear words.
Oh, God, we're all going to need bloody swear jars, I tell you.
Yeah.
I try not to slip up on lives, but there's me swearing in my head. I think, nope, don't say that out loud.
To be honest with you, if you're swearing on stream because of a build, I think it's showing the viewers that might be a tricky stage on that build.
Yeah.
And if you don't like tricky stages, don't. You know, we're doing a public service.
Yeah.
I'm swearing because it's hard. You may find it hard as well. Yeah. Oh, it's afternoon. Oh,
it's like when I joined the green room of Terry's. He was swearing away, and I could hear him swearing away at this bit, and I was just like sitting there laughing because I could hear him, but he didn't know I was there.
I absolutely love what I've achieved, but I've really had to work for it, and it's far from perfect. I'm going to steal big screen again. It is far from perfect.
That's all right. That's pretty good.
No, look at all the chrome on it. I had to sand it because there were some lumps on it, and then I put the Molotov pen on, and that came up really nice. But then I got a fingerprint on it. But if you look at those tiny bloody decals everywhere, there's one there. Look, there's one there on the fan belt. Actually, on the actual fan belt, there's a decal there. There's one there. There's 2 on there, but 1 split, so it's a little bit off. That needs a touch up, doesn't it? And then trying to get this bloody engine in took me ages to realise that this bit goes on the top and these bits go underneath. That there's a little black box. I think that's an air filter That's got a decal on it as well. But look, having gone through all that effort, you can't really see it very well. That one came off twice. This bit I don't even think is glued in because it was such a good fit. But it's all come together, and I'm happy with it.
It's like my car I'm building over here. It told me to put it underneath the seats. I'm like, what's the point in that when you're not going to see underneath the seats?
Yeah. Oh, this bit was funny because it's one of those things that once you realise it is bloody obvious, you can't stick two pieces of chrome together with polystyrene cement.
No.
Right. So I then stuck it together with super glue, but the super glue wouldn't set. And it just took now it's set, it's solid.
Yeah.
But
Basically, Penny was impatient.
No, super glue should be fairly instant. Super glue shouldn't be taking 20 minutes to set.
Well, you never know sometimes.
But it did. I think it was old super glue.
Yeah.
And I think it started to go off.
It have a pressure value.
That's why
they lose the capacity.
That's why I buy these little cheap ones. In one, I get the packs where you get tiny tubes of them.
Yes,
and I use that, and then I throw it.
Yeah, it's like me. I have these small ones, and we must keep out from the light because they change the characteristics, the chemical, because they release some vapor. And they can smell and
I say it has been really tricky on the engine, but at the same time, I've really enjoyed myself. I think I said it on stream. I might actually have to confess that I enjoy cars, so I might do some more. But I did say in the new year. Well, before
not
the new
buy
year.
anything else in the new year.
No, I didn't say. I deny all of that. I completely deny that. No, I said before the new year, because I don't. How can I say I don't enjoy something if I haven't actually built it? So I've gone out and I'm going to try new things. So I'm starting on a tank. I'm doing a car.
It's different the way we work on the chassis. It's different techniques. I just built one car in my entire life in modeling. I just built one car, not for me. It was a commission build. It was the Fiat Topolino, and I love that car. I'm going to build another one because I love it's real different. The chassis to build the engine. I love the tricky.
It is. I mean, I think I could do a better job if I did that again, but I put my best effort into it. It'll look all right as long as the body work looks okay and the wheels look okay. Because I can if it's that bad in the engine, I can always glue the hood down, can't I? You will not see my bad work. But I'm really glad I come up with the idea. I just wanted to tart the seats up a little bit. So I just... Oh, you can't see it because I'm on the wrong camera. So it's calling for the seats to be black. And I didn't... so I just thought I'd tart them up with a little bit of orange. It needs tidying up. But I just think that looks really nice now.
Yeah, it's very good.
I was going to do red. I used to have a motorbike, and the seat was black with red piping, and it looked really nice. So I thought I'll just do that. I might do a little bit over the edge, but probably not. Just that little bit in the middle, because it is a custom car, isn't it? So I can do whatever I want. And the reason I chose orange, I thought it'd go with the engine, because I know how my mind works. If I did it red, I'd then probably be looking at putting some yellow on there somewhere. And, if you make small see, my biggest issue is I don't know when to stop with the improvements. And I'll just, that'll look nice if I do that. And the next thing you know, I've gone overboard and I've ruined it by doing too many things. And it's just that knowing when to stop. So I went with the orange because then that's 2 little touches and it's done. And that will not win any competitions, but it'll look nice.
Yeah.
And that'll do for me for a first car. Right, guys. So I am going to finish the show. Would you guys like to say no, MP?
Yeah.
When we finish a show, you don't have to run off. Okay, I will just say that because there's been a few times it's like we tend to have like a post-stream chat. You don't have to join in,
Okay.
but it's like I'll play me end credits and then I'm like, oh, where's MP gone? So
Sorry, I'm just fiddling with my new little.
no, that's fine.
Oh,
The other thing I do. The other thing I do is when I do the end credits, I chuck everybody into the green room.
Yes, I saw.
Because sometimes it carries on recording after the credits.
And then all of a sudden, on the end, you see, I love them R2D2s.
Yes. or you get me going, is it still recording? Right, guys, do you want to say goodbye? I think Tasha should finish the show off properly
Oh,
today.
right.
Well, you ain't done it in ages, Tasha.
I know.
And I always open, and it is your show now as well. You had the excuse before it's your show, you close it.
Yeah, but it's not our show.
It's
My
your
it's
show
our
as well
show
now. Right, so who wants to say goodbye first then?
That one.
Well, that's Dale's goodbye.
I'll say goodbye. Thank you
Right.
very much for having me on
Everyone.
So thanks for allowing us on your screen, guys. It's been absolutely brilliant. And here's Tasha. No, she's down there.
I'm
Isn't she?
over here. I'm over here next to.
No.
Take care, guys. Have a good one. Happy crafting. Happy modelling. Happy whatever you do. Take care.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
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 Bye.